50th anniversary Silverado was good in practice. We were, top 5, top 6 on speed, and they got better on the long run. So that's what we're hoping for. Obviously, qualifying put us a little bit behind, but we got some room to pass, like you said. So we've had some good trucks. Shane, the guy's been working hard. We just got to finish it out. We haven't got the finishes, but we've been running up front, so it's time to put the whole thing together.
I see it coming. Guys, that's it from pit road.
Thank you, Michael. Great job.
What's up, bitches?
This weekend they had practice in qualifying yesterday, so it's been a minute since they've been in their trucks. Usually
what is up,
done in the
bitches?
same day. So there's been a lot of waiting around. They're ready to go for sure. See the drivers getting ready, and Raja Caruth, just a reminder, he made his truck series.
Get ready to go. It's been a 2.5-hour rain delay in the truck race, but we're finally ready to go. We've had rain every week since fucking Kansas, in some form or capacity at some race during the weekend. All right, pre-race ceremonies. Here we go. This land is made for you and me, Jaden.
While we do so, excited and ready now to go racing. Father, we thank you for all the hard work of the track and the staff here to get everything ready for us and to set the stage for this weekend. Be with these drivers, teams, officials, everybody, the fans. Let us all have a great day, a safe day of racing. And as it's a NASCAR Salutes weekend, we remember the men and women of our armed forces, first responders, those serving at home and abroad. Be with them and their families. May your peace and your presence surround us all. It's in your holy name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
And now, to perform our national anthem, please welcome local singing sensation, Hallie Fisher.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
America. Has NASCAR ever competed against themselves? Not that, well, I saw somebody saying that in 2016, the Michigan truck race and the Mid-Ohio Xfinity race was happening at the same time. But, like, I kind of vaguely remember that, but also not really.
But no longer will psoriasis
I don't know.
get a piece of me.
But, yeah, I've decided to go with the truck race for today. For a few reasons. A, I kind of want to go with the event that's going with the cup race. I want to go with the companion event instead of just like some other event out in fucking Portland, Oregon. Second reason was it was kind of just a race to see which race started first. I was like, if the truck race is not ready to go by 4:15, then I'm doing the Xfinity race. And reason number 3, I prefer oval track racing over road course racing. And number 4, this race has actual live competitive pit stops. The fucking Portland. Well, the Portland race, they do have live pit stops, but it's like different and it's weird. I don't know. Like,
looking for the perfect grill? Find yours at Ace, where the perfect grill comes with free assembly and delivery. Find a Weber, Big Green Egg, Traeger, or Blackstone and get the one that's right for you. Only at your local Ace.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Block from watching the big match? Save the day by using the Bank of America.
But yeah, this was originally going to be a double-header stream. I was going to go live for this at like 1:15, and it was just going to go all the way through, but the one thing you can never control on this planet is the weather. That's something you just can't control.
6 million moves. Don't wait. Use promo code 25 now to save. Look at pods.com today.
Wendy's fries are always hot and crispy.
Friday!
So Toby says every day is now
Friday. Tuesday.
Friday.
Wednesday.
Friday.
Friday.
Get the fries other fries wish they could be. Wendy's hot and crispy fries. Guaranteed.
Your calling. Some people find theirs at an early age. Others, later in life. No matter when you find it, consider yourself lucky, because it becomes your everything. Our calling was to build trucks, and that's why trucks are what we do. We put our everything in every truck, so that when you find your calling, nothing can stop you from answering it.
What is up, Speak Family? That is the brilliant Dr. Joy Taylor.
The language of sports fans is hostility, and that happens to be my love language.
Eagles all-time rushing leader, LaShawn Shady McCoy.
I can't find it on the left, I'm gonna find it on the right. The fact that like we all actually rock with each other, you can't fake it. Young energy, young takes, we fly, we all.
Weird makes it hard for Sam to understand. Well, I saw this thing that Bob tweeted yesterday about the fucking like pit stop format at Portland, and I'm like, that's fucking stupid. Just do normal pit stops. Like,
He's got Hall of Famers, playmakers. We coming with some swag, game changers, and Lil Wayne is in the house. All-star team, this is a squad. Here we talk, same skip.
We are back again. Can't wait.
Undisputed. Weekdays at 9:30 Eastern, only on FS1.
but you know, I'm kind of feeling better after our Christmas racing. Christmas was kind of ruined last week. You know, like I just want that day to go good. You know, it's my favorite day of the whole year, and it got ruined. It fucking sucks.
Sophomore slump? Oh no, it's a sophomore surge for Nick Sanchez, a two-time winner on the season already. This man, he impressed us last year in his rookie year.
Yeah, he's going off 6 top 10s in a row, including that big win last week at Charlotte.
The Nuremberg 24 is on.
For this young man.
Is that? Do they race the whole track there in the Nuremberg 24? Do they race like the whole 16-mile course, like, or is it just like the F1 part of the track?
Right, so he's just, figured out how to race. That's part of being a rookie. You get into the truck series, and you got to learn the ins and the outs, the little things, and to find that consistency and figuring out how to finish the races is the big thing. We saw that last year. He had a lot of potential. He had a lot of speed. He's figured out the details.
The year before he won the ARCA Championship, it was a very competitive year, and then came right into the truck series here. And again, this year has been amazing.
Same team, Rev Racing, different crew chief this time around with Kevin Bono Mannion, and they've been a great pairing. Been very impressed with that young man. He's got those 2 win stickers. We always hear that it's all about the win stickers, right, Joe?
It's all about the stickers, and you just want to wrap those around the back of that cab. That's what he's doing.
Just run out of room.
He'd rather take his name off that truck and just keep adding more and more win stickers, I guarantee you.
Young driver from Miami, Florida. He'll start 3rd. Again, we had qualifying yesterday. Sounds like we are about ready to go. All the truckers are on
Getting the
board,
command.
locked in, ready to go. A lot of fans here. They disappeared. I'm ready to go racing. They've been waiting for quite some time.
Wait, they didn't give a proper normal command?
And they have fired engines. The fans got to give the command.
That was different. Okay.
When we get rolling, it'll be Ty Majeski on the
They didn't give a proper command to start the engines. They just started them.
flag is next.
The itch and rash of moderate to severe eczema disrupts my skin night and day. Despite treatment, it's still not under control. But now I have Rinvoq. Rinvoq is a once-daily pill that reduces the itch and helps clear the rash of eczema fast. Some Rinvoq patients felt significant itch relief as early as 2 days. Some achieved dramatic skin clearance as early as 2 weeks. And many taking Rinvoq saw clear or almost clear skin.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB. Serious infections and blood clots, some fatal. Cancers, including lymphoma and skin.
So them engines are fired, get ready to go.
People 50 and
NASCAR is competing against themselves today. The Xfinity race is going on in Portland, Oregon. About to start in about 30 minutes. I will not be watching that, not be live for that. I'm doing the thing here in the truck race.
Learn how AbbVie can help you save.
Introducing the most powerful Tacoma ever. Shut the front door handle. Also known as the Seriously Wrong.
And plus, also Bob is in Gateway. He's not in Portland. I want to do the event that Bob's covering, you know? I'm one with Bob.
The No Me Gusta handle. Standard on the all-new Toyota Tacoma.
Looking for the perfect grill? Find yours at Ace, where the perfect grill comes with free assembly and delivery. Find a Weber, Big Green Egg, Traeger, or Blackstone, and get the one that's right for you. Only at your local Ace.
Here, you know what I'll put up?
The 3 for
You know what I'll put up?
Chili's is now available with the all-new Big Smasher Burger. Or you can settle for a drive-thru.
I'll put up
Plus get fries,
reasons I
and
picked
bottomless
this race
chicken
over the
sauce for just
Xfinity race.
$10.99. See you later, tiny drive-thru burger. This Chili's 3 for me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
Before we start our engines,
to all the veterans and those that are serving today.
before the green flag flies,
It's do what we love because of the sacrifices that were made by our military heroes.
we stop.
Here.
We listen. We look to the skies. The awe-inspiring roar and thunder. To all those near and far, home and abroad, we thank you, and we salute you with a little noise of our own.
We welcome you to St. Louis. Fans are on their feet. Green flag is in the air. And we welcome you back to St. Louis, where the sun is shining. We've waited a minute. The sun was coming and going, so was the rain. But it looks like it has cleared out. Still puffy clouds around at about 77 degrees. So we had a little glimpse of last year's race, but it all came down to the finish. It was awesome from start to finish, but it was all about this. 5 laps
There we
to
go. So now nobody has to ask me why I'm not watching the Xfinity race.
Trying to pass to take the win late in the race and sent her in there a little bit too deep underneath another truck, and what happens? You get loose and you tried a little too hard. So let's dial him up today, see if he can make the difference today. Ty Majeski, Joey Logano.
Look at the video.
You got us? Got you all clear there.
Oh yes, they do race the full track. That's cool. Oh man.
You were in a position to win this thing last year, and what's it going to take to make it happen this year?
Just can't make that same mistake twice. Hopefully we're in that same position. We chance to win at the end of the race with 5 to go. That's all you can ask for. Just, have to execute better. We've had an up and down season, but the speed has always been there. So our goal for today is to execute on all levels. And
That track is scary, man.
Forward up 150. With Road Ranger and bucked up energy on it and make it right.
All right, man. Good luck out there.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
So Ty Majeski does what he did last year, puts it on the pole as we take a look at the Toyota 200 starting grid. Christian Eckes, just like last year, on the front row.
Last week's winner, Nick Sanchez, back in row 2, along with Dean Thompson. His best start of the year.
After a Tanner Gray, Stuart Friesen. Tanner had a
Nürburgring is a scary track.
capitalized at the end. Hopefully he does today.
See Taylor Gray with a nice effort there. Road number 4, Ben Rhodes. Couple of top 5s from the last 3 races.
I mean, Jackie Stewart called it the green hell for a reason.
Won this race 2 years ago. Didn't race here last year because of an illness. And Grant Enfinger won here last year.
Well, last week in Charlotte, he had another fast truck, but did not end the way he wanted it to.
Yeah, that crash was crazy.
This is the final pit stop. This is a money stop. You see the
Dude, give the Xfinity updates, but you got stuff to do.
They were scuffed tires. They didn't get all the lug nuts out. They knew they had a couple lug nuts missing. What they didn't know at the time was they had one missing from the right front. 3 lug nuts disqualifies him completely from the race. He, instead of get 55 points, he got 1.
That's a huge penalty for a team like that, that like you said, scored so many points, and gosh, a huge penalty for something that didn't seem to be that bad. They'll definitely have him tight this time, I'm sure.
Well, he's ready to reset it, so what do you think, Phil? Let's dial him up.
Let's do it. Hey, Corey, I'm Phil Parsons and the team in the Fox.
Yep, sure do.
Well, buddy, we're getting started a couple hours later. I know you were ready to go before, a little while ago, as we all were, but what do you think about this racetrack now? Obviously, what rubber we had down is going to be washed off. I know your truck was pretty darn decent yesterday. What are you thinking about today?
Yeah, I don't know.
Trucks are on their pace laps. Stage 1 ends at lap 35. Stage 2 is also 35 laps, so that'll be lap 70. And the final stage is the final 90 laps. Fuel run is 57 to 62 laps, so the first 2 stages you wouldn't have to worry about that, but in the final stage, if it went green, you would.
I'm so fortunate to have such good speed in this last month, so hopefully we can put another one together today.
All right, buddy, we appreciate you talking to us. Have a great ride.
All right, thank you.
2 pit reporters covering all the action today for you. Of course, Regan Smith, and we have a special guest, Mr. Michael Waltrip. Hello, Michael.
I don't think I would do that even if I could, Jaden. I don't think I would want to do that. I think it'd be too much.
I'm in the trenches. I'm a pit reporter. And one
It'd be too much, Jaden.
Taylor Gray is going to the back of this field. Talk to crew chief Jeremy Donnelly about his strategy. How do you overcome this deficit? He said there's a lot of passing that goes on here at St. Louis. I think we can get it done. Throwing the playbook wide open and going to do anything he can to get that truck to the front. Now I want to pass it down pit road to my colleague, my mentor, Southern 500 champion, Mr. Regan Smith.
Well, Michael, Kevin Bono Mannion last week led.
Yeah, it's just SAM overload. It's not even a computer overload. It's just a SAM overload. Like, I don't know if I'd be able to focus on all that.
Really, it's a relatively short race, but long straightaways, really fun track. Have some shifting, so keep the transmission under it, you know, and then just good strategy. Definitely can do 2 tires here, so there's a little bit of strategy, and just keep them up front. We have track position now, so we'll stay there.
SVG with a chance to win Xfinity? That'd be cool.
Love to hear those strategy options. Joey, how about the Craftsman track description?
Yeah, he talked
Jaden, which race are you watching? Or are you watching both?
So you have options to do different strategies. You got 1 mile, 1.25 miles here. Banking is different on each end. The straightaways are similar, but the corner radius is the big difference. 1 and 2, much sharper, more banking. 3 and 4, a little less banking, a longer corner. Sometimes you have a truck that drives good on one end, but not quite the other. Trying to make it all happen together is going to be a big challenge.
You're going to be able to do both?
Take a look at our race analysis. You see this race is 160 laps, 200 miles, relatively short stages, 35 laps for the first one, 35 for the second one, 90 for the final stage. You see the pit window. That means we will have a pit stop in that final stage.
The qualifying ride for the 24 because get suspended because you're supposed to slow down in a crash zone. Jesus Christ, dude. Yeah, it's kind of dumb on his part.
Since our scheduled start time, the truckers are ready, teams are ready, and we certainly are ready.
Alrighty, bitches. Here we go. It's been almost 3 hours ago that this race is supposed to start, but we're doing it now. Better late than never, motherfuckers. Green flag. Also, this race would be official at lap 80. Actually, no, lap 70, because that's when stage 2 ends. So, lap 70.
Runs are going to be able to be built as they break down into turn 3.
Yeah, they punch such a big hole in the air with these trucks, Joey, don't they? That's why they drag so well, even on a mile-and-a-quarter racetrack.
Absolutely. This track is definitely confused if it wants to be a 1.5 mile type speedway or a short track. It depends on what part of the track you're at.
We saw Corey Heim right away. Didn't want to waste any time. Jumped right out of line as you see him on the inside of Ben Rhodes. Trying to pick up that spot.
And this is what I'm talking about. When they get side by side like this, he's going to try to side draft him. Can't quite keep his left rear quarter. That side draft down these straightaways is so powerful. If you're able to keep his left rear quarter on the straightaway, you're going to be in better position when you get to the corner.
And sometimes when you do that, that gives that truck behind you a good opportunity to maybe get a 2-for-1.
So look for that draft today for sure. Now this is the heavy braking zone we talked about in the turn 1. Ben Rhodes is going to try to dive it off in there, get some air on his nose, try to wrap that bottom the best he can. And he's going to try to pull that side draft off that we were talking about.
I was talking to some of the crew chiefs, Joey, and they said 500 to 600 pounds of brake pressure getting it turned.
The time Majeski's pulled away at the start.
All of it. Now this is where we've seen some accidents.
To a 3/10 of a second lead.
The inside truck's going to get really loose. It's really important to make sure you get down onto that paint, keep your truck under control. You see Corey Heim trying to follow through here.
And I think Taylor Gray with that 17 did a nice job of giving that truck on the inside some room. Because, as you mentioned earlier, a lot of times when that truck on the inside gets loose, it takes you with it.
Yeah, you don't want to give him room because you don't want to get the spot, but you also don't want to get wrecked.
Taylor Gray's older brother, Tanner Gray, by the way, started in the rear. They made an unapproved adjustment before the start of the race, so he's already making his way forward up to 25th.
This racetrack looks really racy. We talked about it earlier that you're going to see two lanes, maybe even 3 lanes, and it looks like we already have 2 lanes, even with all the water on the rubber washed off.
Yeah, it's going to take a little bit, and as these tires start to wear out a little bit and tire fall off, the trucks will move up. But down here, 1 and 2, you already see that they got a couple lanes going down here already. I think you give this race another 15, 20 laps. 3 and 4 is going to look just the same.
Here's Wayne Riggs, had a little moment, started 15th, lost a few positions in that 38 truck. Here it is.
That's the blue truck, right side of your screen. Tries to get underneath Chase Purdy in the 77. It's really low. Maybe got the left sides on the rumble strips down there, possibly. We saw how wet they were when they were drying the track.
I think that you got a truck right on your door and you're trying to power down. I'm sure he was down in 3rd gear trying to boil that power down and just got a little free. You can hear him shifting right there, Daniel Dye.
Riding on board with Daniel Dye, the racetostopsuicide.com on board brings us so many shots. Every single race, he's right where the action is. As you see, looking right ahead, that's last year's winner, Grant Enfinger.
Skies look pretty clear. I mean, more blue than clouds, it looks like. At some parts.
A hard braking zone down in the turn 1.
It looks like the bad stuff is past, and those clouds that are coming look very nice. Look like very nice white fluffy clouds, not those scary gray clouds.
Yeah, I think as we listen to some of these trucks, not all of them are shifting down to 1 and 2. It seems like it kind of depends on the balance of your truck. If you're loose, you may not want to downshift. If you're stuck underneath somebody, though, you may grab that downshift because you don't have that momentum. You got a little lower RPM. The shift may be worth more.
I think NASCAR should make a rule that one race must end before another race begins. Like, I think that's kind of dumb that there are 2 races going on at the same time. Like, could have just ran this tonight. But whatever.
You're kind of adding rear brake to the car. Right? All that engine braking is going to the rear tires. That's going to free your truck up if you're a little bit tight rolling.
See that beautiful green and white number 7 truck. That's Andres Perez making his Truck Series debut. He's the point leader in the National Series for the ARCA Menard Series.
They're doing a great job running up in the top 15 right now. See Raja Cruz.
Yeah, it's really not fair to the fans.
Chevy.
Talked about Raja. Drove that 7 truck just a couple of years ago. Made his
I mean, I also think that for like, because I remember a few years ago, the Las Vegas race started, the Xfinity race started, and then got pushed, like, and then it rained, and then it got pushed to after the Cup race the next day. So it's like, I also feel like that shouldn't be a thing. Like, you have to finish one race before you start the next one. Like, I don't know. Just a little pet peeve of mine.
3 wide right here. There's another one making his Truck Series debut. That's Luke Fenhouse in the 66.
Oh, there goes the 66. He's around. Caution.
So many times, Joe, we talked about it. That truck on the bottom is going to lose that downforce.
And we talked about it a little bit during the rain delay for us that you guys were
Luke Fenhouse.
sitting up here bored. But this is a situation, this caution coming out, lap 11.
Does Fenhouse just mean fake Stenhouse?
The second stage. This is going to present a
You know, like
big
Finsta
opportunity
means
for a lot of
fake
teams to
Insta?
maybe do that.
Does
And then
Fenhouse
see how
means
Pit River-
fake Stenhouse?
So he moved to the inside, and then Allen moved over, actually pushed him a little bit lower. He tried to get back up in position, but he had a bad angle getting down in the corner.
Bad angle, touches the curb a little bit. Has to blow that truck up.
Well, that's that. I mean, that Andy, we can't really control what's going on in other leagues. What's going on in another thing, you know.
15 truck right in front of the spin by Luke Fenhouse, and maybe a great opportunity for him to employ a little strategy.
We can't control what
that he has enough fuel to get to the end.
they're
of the
doing
second
over there.
stage.
Absolutely. Depending on the fall off that some of these.
But
guys
NASCAR should
have
step in
seen
and make
so
some
far,
rules for
that's what's gonna
themselves,
Make the
you
decision
know?
on this. They might come in, top it off, maybe put 2 tires on, maybe just do a fuel only is a possibility as well, depending on what position you're in.
Does Kyle win tomorrow?
Definitely opens the window, the
Where does he
strategy
start?
window up for sure.
Because I'd sure hope so.
We were talking about Tanner Gray. How about an update, Michael?
Well, on the scanner, I just heard Jeremy Donnelly say, we're coming for sure. Depending on how many trucks pit in front of them, they'll either take 2 or 4. So if not many people stop, he'll take 4. But he likes his truck. He likes where he's at. And
10th?
This is that playbook, guys, that
Pretty
I
good.
About being open,
I mean,
wide open. They're going to come now.
No, he doesn't win tomorrow.
Yeah, good update. Just like you said, Joey. Options.
Well, now the other option is
Who the fuck am I
if you
kidding?
stay out here, you can collect a lot of points, right? So if you pit here, you're kind of giving up your stage 1 points, pretty much. Unless all of them pit, which is a possibility. Outside of that, you may say, man, if you're a Matt Crafton right now, you're 16th, you need points.
Bourbon
The
Hippie
opportunity's up
Smoker
there to
wins,
maybe
aka
grab
Kyle,
10, 9,
because he
8
has
points,
bourbon
something
and the
like that.
weed
You don't have to
sponsor.
pay laps
Yeah.
on your tires. It's not a huge penalty if you can get clean air on that truck. If you can get the lead, I think I would take it if I was in his position.
Short stages here for the Craftsman Truck Series. Just 35 laps first stage, 35 laps stage number 2, and 90 laps for the third and final stage.
Pit road is open. We'll see how many takers we're going to get. Nobody so far. There's an access road here on the inside of turn 3 and 4 that you have to commit to pit road fairly early down the backstretch. There we see one of the trucks there coming to pit road. Now we've got a few coming. Tanner Gray, that 15, is definitely one of them right there, right behind Connor Mozak in the 45.
They were listening, Joey. They like that idea. Come down, get some fresh tires. Leaders stayed out. As Colby Howard makes his way down pit road into his pit box. Caution number 1 is out for this incident. 3 wide as Luke Fenhouse goes around. We'll be back with more racing from St. Louis.
Craftsman's back on track with Deal of the Race. During this year's Craftsman Truck Series, we're giving race fans rockin' deals on tools to power through projects. Because teams and fans alike trust Craftsman to get the job done right.
It's Craftsman Days at Lowe's.
Buy this Craftsman V20 starter kit
And get one of 14 cordless Craftsman V20 tools free.
Scan now for the current Deal of the Race. From outdoor care to home and auto repair. Do it fast. Do it proud.
Do it with Craftsman.
Smile, you found it. The feeling of finding psoriasis can't filter out the real you. So go ahead, live unfiltered with the one and only Sotictu, a once daily pill for moderate to severe plaque psoriasis and the chance at clear or almost clear skin. It's like the feeling of finding you're so ready for your close-up, or finding you don't have to hide your skin, just your background. Once daily Sotictu was proven better, getting more people clearer skin than the leading pill. Don't take if you're allergic to Sotictu. Serious reactions can occur. Sotictu can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB. Serious infections, cancers including lymphoma, muscle problems, and changes in certain labs have occurred. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, liver or kidney problems, high triglycerides, or had a vaccine or plan to. Sotictu is a TYK2 inhibitor. TYK2 is part of the JAK family. It's not known as Sotictu has the same risks as JAK inhibitors. Find what plaque psoriasis has been hiding. There's only one Sotictu, so ask for it by name. So clearly you. Sotictu.
How do you know if you know how to do whatever it is to be done by you? If there's nobody there to do it to, be done as a puzzle and song.
All the parts you need at the prices you want. Guaranteed to fit every time. So you can keep your ride or die alive.
Emmanuel Valdez just hit a solo home run. Red Sox tie it up 1-1.
This is the second race of the trip. It's the Triple Truck Challenge. Some familiar names have won over the years. Ross Chastain, Sheldon Creed, picking up some extra cash. Corey Heim did it in 2022. And Grant Enfinger, $50,000 last year. So last week was the first, and that man right there, Nick Sanchez, won the race, picked up $50,000. If he wins this one, he picks up an additional $100,000. And if he wins our next race at Nashville, $500,000 for this young man. But if anybody else wins, they can take
$50,000. And that $500,000 is half of what Joey Logano won at Wilkesboro just a couple of weeks ago.
What'd you do with that money, by the way?
Well, I like to say I got all of it, but that's not quite the case.
Roger took a little bit of it.
Yeah, I got a cut, and it was great. And then I believe I gave him the rest of the taxes.
There's that. What's Ben Rhodes thinking?
None of us heard him open pit road right there, and none of us heard him call caution, just so you know. So that's why the caution was a little late. That's about the time I saw it. Okay. The biggest thing is just be aware of the light today, okay? Yeah, keep an eye on the light.
Yeah, so all the spotters, they scan NASCAR, right? NASCAR has a radio. The spotters can all hear that, so when they call the caution, the spotter can hear that and deliver that message to the driver. Pit road open or close is another thing as well. Sounds like there's some communication issues at the moment. Maybe they'll fix them up.
Ben Rhodes shown in
Alrighty,
the
bitches.
spot. Beautiful sun shining on this racetrack as we get ready for our first restart of the day. Nothing has changed up front. Ty Majeski.
And back green in Gateway.
In the 19, and we're green once again.
Ty likes that outside on the restart. He did it on the initial start as well.
Aggressive push by the two and Nick Sanchez. Look at Stuart Friesen on the inside.
So that's what he likes the most, is Sanchez giving that push down into the corner. But look at Christian Eckes. He's going to be able to clamp onto that left rear. That's that side draft we talked about. They're going to battle down into the corner. And what Eckes is trying to do is try to keep him at his right rear quarter. He's going to get more downforce by doing that. And that's going to be enough to take the lead.
And he does it.
Christian Eckes.
Christian Eckes to the lead. Ty Majeski just behind him. Nick Sanchez looking pretty sporty back there in the two, and he has Stuart Friesen coming off his best finish of the year, second, right there in the fourth spot.
Yeah, great racetrack here for Stuart Friesen. I think top fives, maybe the last 5 starts here for Friesen.
He had quite a day yesterday, almost missed his connection, flying commercial here to St. Louis. He gets here, had an issue in practice and qualifying, but it all worked out.
We missed the first third of the practice because they failed inspection twice. They got through on their third try, but missed a little bit of the practice, but all good now.
I think they got all the time they needed, 11 minutes. They dialed in the truck, had a good
Contact up front. Wow. Majeski just bumped Christian Eckes out of the lead.
to the point.
Did he have a little help?
He had a little bit of help there. I was watching
A little bump and run on lap fucking 18. Jesus Christ.
So close to 3 and 4 before he's able to make that move. Packs air down into the corner, takes a lot of air off the spoiler, and I think he might have got into him a little bit to help him as well. Made that pass. See you later.
Just a little help.
And I think some of that is Majeski understands, I have a really fast truck. I need to maintain control of this race. He doesn't want to give up control.
Ooh, Friesen and Sanchez making contact.
When trucks get side by side like that, that inside truck's going to get loose. And it's going to be a run from the truck right behind him here. It's going to have to make a decision before he gets in the corner what he's going to do.
Dean Thompson back there getting impatient in the 5 truck. And look who's lurking. Corey Heim, a 3-time winner on the season already. Up a few positions from the start.
It's his teammate right in front of him. One of his teammates, Dean Thompson. That's the leader. Same right up next to him. Down in 1 and 2. There's that nudge.
Yeah, he was trying to kind of wrap that curve real tight. And
Eckes might have got a little loose, maybe, and stalled his momentum.
Just enough, give him just enough. This is gonna be a better angle right here. See, he just opens the door a little bit, and
Oh yeah, my dad told me that it was pretty dumb that I bought a PS5. Well, I don't care.
Yeah, no harm, no foul.
You live and you learn, don't you?
On the 98 of Ty Majeski, Michael.
Yeah, I was listening to Joe Shearer, and I told him that his truck was really, really good in 3 and 4, a little tight 1 and 2.
Jaden, how about you lay off telling me to lay off the weed? You just said that I should have bought a computer.
Maybe Joey can answer me after we get a report from Regan. Regan, what's happening?
Well, Michael, in 99 at Ben Road sitting right there around the playoff.
But I still haven't told him that I plan on buying a PC.
Team that they likely did not want to hear. He is having trouble already early in this race, shifting from 3rd to 4th gear. Something going on within the transmission.
Yeah, pretty much what you said.
Some trouble right now. So keep an eye on that. They're going to be shifting a lot today in the corners. He can't afford to have that happen.
Yeah, these trucks, they don't shift as smooth as the Cup cars. The Cup cars have a sequential shifter. It's really easy to shift. These things still got the H pattern in it, and sometimes you get a little dirt within the linkage, something like that, and you're going to want to shift here. That's going to be a massive problem.
And it probably isn't going to get any better. It might not get worse, but that situation probably won't get any better.
That's Luke Fenhouse, you just saw in the 66 that brought out the first caution. Truck is in good shape. Racing all over this racetrack. I mean, you talk to the drivers, they get excited. The high speeds of this place, the options, the shifting. It puts
Well, and also I figured out the way to stop my stream from fucking lagging. So, I mean, do I really need a new computer?
Stage number 1 of the Toyota 200, Ty Majeski leads Christian Eckes.
But Jaden, you've been telling me to buy a damn PS5, and I finally bought a PS5, and now I'm stupid for buying a PS5.
Give me that gooey, gooey, crispy, crunchy, mouth-watering. Give me that creamy, dreamy, meaty, topping, buckle, popping. Give me that crispy, coating, holy Papa John. Better get you some. Try the trio before it's gone.
Men tell us when they use Just for Men to eliminate gray, there's a great before and after. Then there's the after.
I've been having a lot of fun with it, so I don't give a fuck.
You can feel your best. And that's
I'll
why
pay it
men
off.
choose Just for Men.
Because now I figured out the thing that I figured out to stop the lag, so now I don't need to immediately.
And choose to earn 3% cash back on online purchases, like live streaming.
San Antonio touchdown. Battle St. Louis. An amazing break and playoff preview. The United Football League on Fox.
You have the double box?
Corinne are back.
Corinne, you ready?
I'm ready.
It's an all-new season of Beach.
You figured it out after you bought it. Actually, no, Jaden.
The greatest songs.
I figured it out before I bought it. I was using the iPad during the Xfinity race last week, and I didn't buy it until after the Xfinity race. So,
The West was a chaotic,
that's definitely not true. No, you don't know me, Jaden. You don't know me. You don't even know my name.
Icons to a nation desperate for heroes.
Sam Wilson's just a stage name.
As long as some chose to live outside the law, others would always be ready to put their lives.
Sam Wilson is
on
just a
the line
stage
to
name.
bring
That's not my
them
real
to
name.
Justice.
You think we can shoot our way out of here? No.
I actually have a lot more money than I make you think. I got racks on racks on racks. I just act broke to relate to you guys. I don't know.
I mean, just feast your eyes on this.
Old school Atari with cartridges. Man, that'd be fun.
Saturday baseball was one heck of a slice. And with these guys on the menu, all you gotta do is sit back, relax, and make some room for a big old helper.
I'm actually Mexican. I'm not even American. I'm a Mexican, by the way. I've been tricking you guys this whole time. None of you guys know me. I actually have 12 kids locked in my basement. Crap pad and crap top. Hey, crap pad is actually not a crap pad. It's actually working really well.
Not good. I mean, we talked about it in the pre-race here. They must do good, right? We didn't say they must win, but they must do good. Having an electrical issue like it sounds like he's having right now is could be putting him in the must-win situation next week. Hopefully they're able to diagnose what it is and he can recover. But I guarantee when it shuts off, you're losing spots, multiple spots when you have no power.
He was running 16th.
The only thing that I've been truthful with you guys about is my birthday. I actually am 21, and my birthday is June 15th. That's the only thing I've been truthful with you guys about. My name is not Sam Wilson. I'm actually Mexican, and I'm rich. So, my dad actually does not work at Apple. He works like at a, well, he does work for Apple, but he works at like a higher level. Like he's one of the top dogs. So, I've been lying to you guys this whole time.
It's one thing when you're up and running right now.
I guess the only other thing that I have been truthful with you guys about is where I live. I do live in Syracuse, but
20 spots just into turn one. And his ability.
Wait, you didn't know he worked at Apple, Jaden?
Trucks is going to be really hard to do.
You didn't? I swear I've told you that.
To pass somebody, that third gear really helps that. If you can't get it in there, completing passes is going to be hard all day.
I swear I've told you that.
Hopefully he can, and he won't know that until the caution comes out, possibly at the end of the stage, if not before, whether he even has first or second.
Yeah, the race in Portland's about to go green.
If he doesn't have first, second, or third gear, then he won't even be able to get out of his pit box without taking so much extra time.
Ty Majeski has got a 2-second lead over Christian Eckes. He's led 28 laps. Christian Eckes scored his leading 2 laps so far today. You see that gap. Nick Sanchez in third. Stuart Friesen. Corey Heim rounds out the top 5.
Yeah.
Another impressive effort for Dean Thompson back there running top 10.
Yeah, absolutely. I was going to talk about Majeski, our leader, as well. I think it's impressive. That truck, we talked about how good it looked in practice, and he is really checked out on the field right now, a couple seconds ahead after he took the lead back on the restart after losing it. It'd be interesting to see how he approaches restarts, because that seems like maybe his vulnerable position is going to be maybe pit road or restarts.
I wonder if maybe he would change his mind and maybe take the inside if he's able to win the battle off pit road.
Heck of a battle here between Chase Purdy and Raja Carruth for 12. The 77 and the 71 truck. Well, let's hear what the plan is for Ty Majeski, Michael.
Yeah, Jamie, just talked to Joe Shear Jr. Life is good in this pit, which is bad news for the competition. He's going to get no adjustments and 4 tires at the end of this stage. He's very happy with his truck, and it's just cruising, as Joe Shear Jr. told me.
Mikey, I feel like it's a repeat of last year. They were so strong. I feel like there's a little redemption burning inside of him. He wants to finish it out and get the win.
Now, let's not forget, the caution came out with 10 laps into this race. You had 5 or 6 trucks pit there. Their game plan is to stay out. So most likely Majeski will not be restarting the second stage as the leader. He'll probably be 4th, 5th-ish, possibly.
Remember, Tanner Gray was one of those trucks that came down pit road. He has made his way all the way back up to the 16th position, so he has a fast truck as well, and he will be up front on this restart.
He also has a tire advantage. Now he'll be at a tire disadvantage when we restart,
yes,
because he'll have, what, 25 laps or so on his tires.
Alright, so final lap of the stage.
Now, right behind Ty Dillon and that white and blue number 25 truck.
Final lap of stage number 1 here at St. Louis. All that waiting around for that weather to clear, and now it's just, they're clicking them off. These truck races, you can't blink, you got to stay tuned, have your drink in hand, and don't forget your TV
you guys
set.
show commercials though,
As Ty
so.
Majeski works his way around, looking for stage win number 1 here
So
at
Ty
St.
Majeski
Louis.
wins stage
There it is.
1.
Christian Eckes, Nick Sanchez, Stuart Friesen, Corey Heim. So far, so great for Ty Majeski. Leader of 33 laps and counting. Can he hang on? Make it to victory lane for the first time in 2024. Stay tuned.
What if you could have shades like these for a fraction of big brand prices? With Shady Rays, you can. We're an independent company, so we do things differently. We offer high-quality polarized shades for a reasonable price, and we personally replace shades that get lost or broken. So far, we've racked up over 300,000 5-star reviews. I founded Shady Rays.
SVG spun Sam Mayer?
Stand up to whatever
Oh
life
my
throws at us.
god.
Order now and get 20% off site-wide at shadyrays.com.
That's
You're
awesome.
calling
Some people find theirs at an early age, others later in life. Our calling was to build trucks, and that's why trucks are what we do. We put our everything into every truck, so that when you find your calling, nothing can stop you from answering it.
Right now, during the Ram Memorial Day sales event, get $1,000 cash allowance on the purchase of most 2025 Ram 1500 trucks. Hurry to your local Ram dealer today.
Men tell us when they use Just for Men to eliminate gray, there's a great before and after. Then there's the after. That boost you get when you look and feel your best. And that's why more men choose Just for Men.
Daytona always brings the drama. From the pre-race highs until the bright lights shine.
Everything's on the line. The risk will be higher.
3 wide. Got it to keep playoff hopes alive. It's now or never. For an unforgettable weekend of family fun, high wattage star power, and a front row seat full of fireworks. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Next Saturday, it's Super Saturday on Fox.
Here we go. Buckle up.
It all starts across the pond where fastballs fly in London as the Phillies clash with the Mets. Then, the Belmont Stakes, for the first time ever, is live from Saratoga. And New York City lights up with an epic rivalry as the Dodgers battle the Yankees. The biggest day of the season is Super Saturday on Fox.
What does fearless look like? Like trading pain with a champion? Find out for yourself. The Nascar Craftsman Truck Series.
Next week, it doesn't get any better than Super Saturday on Fox. First, it's Phillies Mets from London, followed by the Belmont Stakes live from Saratoga. And in prime time, it's Dodgers versus the Yankees. That's all on Fox and the Fox Sports app. And of course, NASCAR is going road course racing. We'll be out in Sonoma, wine country. A lot of sports happening next weekend. Pit Road is open, and we're going to do a little special Trucks Pit Road. Crank it up.
Pit road's not the right place to crank it up.
We're coming to 32. Watch your right front. Here it comes. Second gear.
Well done. Adjustments everywhere. As you see how close the trucks come to pit road, all the pit crews going to the right side. This is such a narrow pit road. A lot of action there. We'll line them back up. Drop the green flag for stage number 2. That's coming up from St. Louis.
Now, how do you know if you know how to do whatever it is to be done by you? If there's nobody there to do it to, and what is it that has to be done as a puzzling song? Puzzle is still as a puzzle of you. Is what is it that has to be done as a puzzling song?
The 3 for Me, only at Chili's, still serves up bottomless chips and salsa in the drink, but now it's available with the all-new Big Smasher Burger, with twice the beef of a Big Mac. Maybe they should change that name. This Chili's 3 for Me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
San Antonio touchdown. Battle St. Louis. An amazing play. The playoff preview. The United Football League on Fox. Brace for impact. It's Friday Night SmackDown on Fox.
Listen to this place. Crowd is witnessing history tonight.
Tap into network television's greatest spectacle. As the baddest superstars on the planet are unleashed in prime time. All new Friday Night SmackDown at 8/7 Central on Fox.
Did you know that there are over 75 million monthly Tubi viewers? That's more people than there are babies in the US. Which means Tubi is more popular than locking eyes with someone while you poop your pants. More popular than having no concept of object permanence. Tubi. It's more popular than babies.
This June, drop what you're doing for the Summer of Stars. Because we're serving up Copa America and the Euros. Summer of Stars kicks off on Fox and FS1.
Well, what do we have here? A come down or a comeback? Surprise, surprise, or seen it coming? A trophy hunter or a party crasher? What if it was all that and a whole lot more? The NASCAR Cup Series from St. Louis, Sunday at 2 Eastern, FS1.
Matt Crafton talked about the issues. His truck had shut off twice, so on this pit stop, crew member goes inside the truck. They go under the hood to try to help.
Yeah, I think he changed the ECU with the engine control unit. Remember, he talked about it shutting off twice, and then he just turned the ignition switch back off and back on. So looks like they changed the ECU to see if maybe that helps. But he did stay on the lead lap, so that's the good news. And Luke Fenhouse got a free pass. So every truck right now on the racetrack is on the lead lap.
We haven't had much of a long run yet, but I think Michael's got an update on Stuart Friesen.
The team elected Joey to take 2 tires. What went into that decision, Jimmy? Because you had a great truck. You feel good about it?
I feel really good about it. You know, the team's done a great job all day. Stewart's done a great job. This place is all about track position, so tires don't mean that much.
Right on. They're up front there, guys.
Thank you, Michael. I'd love to hear what they're thinking and how they think it'll benefit them. It all depends on how your truck is running, how your balance is at the time, right, Joey?
Well, now you got what was the best truck at Ty Majeski. He's got some trucks to pass.
Green.
He's back there. You see him. It's a 4th and 5th row on the outside.
Tanner Gray, Colby Howard at the front. First 3 truckers stayed out. The first one that pitted, Nick Sanchez, back and forth.
That's coming. One of those trucks that stayed out started on the inside. He's going to get a little bit loose. Pitches off the 2 of Sanchez. Remember, Sanchez was the one that battled off the pit road.
So that's 2 tires versus no tires. Those top 3 trucks were able to stay out.
Ooh, 3 wide. But Jessica gets squeezed up a little bit by his teammate Ben Rhodes.
Stuart Friesen, the 52. Michael just updated him. Took 2 tires as he goes side by side with Grant Enfinger. 3 wide behind him. Jake Garcia thinking about making him 4 wide.
Thought better of it, too. Holy guacamole.
You see that top lane down the straightaway, though. With those trucks are able to draft and stay in line. Those trucks on the outside put 2 to 3 car lengths. And the 33 is going to get really loose. There's a 4 wide moment for you.
Lawless Allen thinks better of it. He falls back. That 7 truck, Andres Perez, point leader in the ARCA Menard Series. First time here, first time at the competitive pit stop. So a lot of things being thrown at him.
Battle right there. There's Ben Rhodes, the 99. Grant Enfinger, the 9. Battling up inside the top 6.
And this is what happens, right? Like you control the race, everything's good. You think put 4 tires on your truck. Let's just keep going with it, but you get stuck in this traffic and he's in a vulnerable position where he can get damaged.
Saw the 99 truck of Ben Rhodes in 5th, maintaining 5th. Regan reported those issues with him. It was stuck in gear, so not sure if they worked through it or around it at this point.
I don't think how little time he spent on pit road, there was no way that they even hadn't got a chance to look at that issue.
It might just be a little clunky when he was shifting, but maybe still able to shift.
This is Daniel Dye, the race-to-stop-suicide.com on board. He was too fast entering on that round of pit stop, so he's driving through the field, trying to make up for lost ground.
Jaden.
Sanchez by Colby Howard. And that 2 truck that moves Nick up to the 3rd spot. Here comes Ben Rhodes. He's going to work to the inside as well.
Jaden.
He's got a little right front tire rub.
Hey!
There's some damage there on the right
Hey!
front. You see the smoke.
Hook the fucking truck up to the fucking thing! Hook the fucking truck up to the fucking thing!
Tire that's rubbing as well.
Meanwhile, Tanner Gray, who started in the back for an unapproved adjustment, they got off sequence with their strategy, older tires. He stayed out. He is the leader. Got that big win in the ARCA race. His first career win last week at Charlotte. Feels like it was a month ago.
Did you call me Joe? Why would you call me Joe? My name is Sam.
lot of racing and a lot of action since all of that.
Well, he's gonna
Caution.
Caution's out. There's the right front tire.
It's the one on Colby Howard.
Colby Howard.
I think most of us saw that coming.
Yeah, you can see that coming. And back to the race. This is not what Tanner Gray wanted. He had a 2-second lead. He's on a tire disadvantage. He just lost his buffer cars. The other cars that did not have tires, he had those as a buffer to try to keep those faster trucks back there. Now he's going to have to restart with the fast trucks right behind him. Much more vulnerable position for him.
Let's look back exactly what happened to Colby Howard to give him that damage to begin with.
See, there's the damage right there. It's already happened.
You see the tire kind of coming apart there. A lot of debris flying.
And there it goes.
Oh, this is going to hurt.
And nothing he can do about it. Once that tire goes down, he really is just along for the ride.
Those hits, man, right fronts go down. There's, like you said,
Vaughn
no
Grissom was
control.
removed with a tight right hamstring strain.
You can't steer. You're along for the ride, and you know it's going to hurt.
And it takes about 10 minutes for it to happen.
Oh, God. It's the worst.
This was Colby Howard's second start for Tricon Garage. Finished 7th at Darlington, driving for them. Great effort with huge damage here as the team assesses.
Yes, he had such a hard hit. That may even be terminal for that truck.
I'm pretty certain it is with a hit that big.
That truck has really done a nice job with multiple drivers. I think they've had 5 different drivers that have scored top 10 finishes in that truck.
So caution is out for the 3rd time today. 13 laps into stage number 2. Stay with us. Tanner Gray leads.
Ready to rise? To the challenge? Above the obstacles. Above perceptions. Above it all. If so, we're looking for you. Join us at Toyota Racing.
I was born with wings, but psoriasis swooped in to clip them. It crushed my confidence.
But no longer will psoriasis get a piece of me.
I can love my skin again with Bimzelx.
Only Bimzelx targets and blocks IL-17A plus F to calm inflammation.
I can control my plaques and start getting myself back.
Bimzelx helps adults with moderate to severe psoriasis control plaques to deliver clearer skin fast for results that last.
I will give myself back the freedom of shorts. Dare to wear black again, from head to toe. Most people got 100% clear skin.
Saw him after the first dose.
Serious side effects, including suicidal thoughts and behavior, infections, and lowered ability to fight them. Liver problems and inflammatory bowel disease have occurred. Tell your doctor if these happen or worsen, or if you've had a vaccine or plan to.
Start to get yourself back with Bimzelx.
Ask your dermatologist about Bimzelx today.
Looking for the perfect grill? Find yours at Ace, where the perfect grill comes with free assembly and delivery. Find a Weber, Big Granite, Traeger, or Blacksmith, and get the one that's right for you. Only at your local Ace.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware folks.
At Wendy's, you can get
English muffin and seasoned potatoes for just $3.
with a light and fluffy toasted muffin.
And crispy potatoes, love.
Is this my breakfast? Yes, yes it is.
Grab a proper $3 Wendy's breakfast for a limited time.
Jesse James, Blackheart, and Butch Cassidy pulled off daring robberies. As long as some chose to live outside the law, others would always be ready to put their lives on the line to bring them to justice. This is Outlaws and Lawmen.
Grayson slipping up. He's going around, bumping and banging.
Oh, they both wrecked.
Oh, no. Trouble. Good luck now. It's a big pile up there. Wow, mess. Oh, trouble.
The last 2 races in a row at St. Louis, 11 cautions. We've seen some carnage. Big hit today. Colby Howard, that's the latest one that brought out caution number 3 on today. Why do we see so many cautions?
Have you watched the racing here?
It's pretty good.
They're fighting for space. They're fighting for space.
Oh, there is not enough of it here at Gateway. This is an incredible racetrack. I don't know if this racetrack gets the credit it deserves all the way through, right? Obviously, the racing surface puts on a great race. They do a fantastic job at the racetrack for the fans. They got concerts. They got an incredible sound system for everybody. Like, they do the basics really, really good at this racetrack. And I think everybody enjoys it for that reason, but it also creates a lot of restarts when they're racing like that.
Nick Sanchez second right now, Regan.
Jamie, that's right. He did a nice job working his way back through traffic after that earlier caution when they came down pit road. But take a listen to the radio. A little bit of concern there.
Everything feels good. The drive's good. All right, so there's no hole, but it is pushed in. It's about 8 inches wide, and it's about 5 inches below the headlight, just above where it goes to bend over the nose. Maybe a little bit more down for it.
Checked with the team just a moment ago. They said they're not concerned about where the damage is on the right front, and as they just said on the radio, they think it may actually perhaps help them just a little bit. So maybe a little bit of lucky break right there. He was tight prior to that happening.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to help them. It's probably just them trying to make their driver feel better about it. I haven't seen a hole in the nose help yet. I guess it'd have to be really loose, but maybe the front won't turn and the rear's still loose.
I think it's pushed in, but I don't see a hole there. Do you, Joey?
I don't see much.
No.
That's just a little dent.
Yeah, if there's no hole, I think he's fine.
Run it. That probably came from the push on the restart. I think is at the end of the first.
Maybe that first caution.
He was pushing. Majeski on the outside. That must be where that came from.
I think that was like lap 10 or so caution.
Right. I think you're right. Yep.
So just ahead of that 2 truck is Tanner Gray. Talked about his day starting in the back and getting off sequence and finding his way in the lead. But darn it, he had about a 2-second lead. The caution came out.
I still love this strategy, and he had it perfectly figured out. A 2-second lead, like you said, Jamie. He was 20
Hook the fucking truck up to the fucking thing.
The first caution came out 10 laps into the race. They chose to pit, gave up their first stage points, and then stayed out to cycle themselves ahead, right? Connor Mazak did the same thing in 3rd place. It was working perfectly until the caution came out. Now he's got fast trucks with newer tires behind him. It's going to be a little tougher to win the stage, but I'm pretty certain he still can be ahead of 22nd, right? I think that's kind of the benchmark. If that's where you were when you pitted, I think by the end of the stage, if you're anywhere in the top 10 to 15, you got to count that strategy as a win.
Yeah, I like that lap since last pit. Exactly what Joey's talking about. Tanner Gray last pitted on lap 39. Sanchez just behind him. Newer tires. Lap 13. He came down. Stay with us. It's a Toyota 200.
The itch and rash of moderate to severe eczema disrupts my skin night and day. Despite treatment, it's still not under control. But now I have Rinvoq. Rinvoq is a once-daily pill that reduces the itch and helps clear the rash of eczema fast. Some Rinvoq patients felt significant itch relief as early as 2 days. Some achieved dramatic skin clearance as early as 2 weeks. And many taking Rinvoq saw clear or almost clear skin.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB. Serious infections and blood clots, some fatal. Cancers, including lymphoma and skin. Heart attack, stroke, and GI tears occurred. People 50 and older with a heart disease risk factor have an increased risk of death. Serious allergic reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant.
Help heal your painful skin. Disrupt the itch and rash of eczema. Talk to your doctor about Rinvoq.
Learn how AbbVie can help you save.
My schedule's pretty jam-packed this day. I've got 2 free birthday parties on Saturday and Sunday.
SVG crosses over for the lead.
Works for me.
Works for me.
Jaden, are you still watching the truck race or just the Xfinity race?
I quickly learned we weren't building exhaust. We were building excitement, giving drivers that same roar of victory on their way to work that they heard at the races. Almost 5 decades later, nothing's changed.
It's taffy. 1 shot makes you soup for 24 hours.
long truck caution to get some of that fluid off pit road. From Bob.
Or more favorite.
Give me that ooey gooey, crispy, crunchy, mouth watering. Give me that chocolate chippy, dippy, drippy, Papa wing in. Pair of pizza with your favorite sides for $6.99 each. Papa John's.
What do we have here? Surprise, surprise, or seen it coming? A trophy hunter or a party crasher?
Tonight, it's baseball night in America on Fox as the Cardinals take on Bryce Harper and the NL East leading Phillies. Or it's the Reds as they battle the Cubs. Or Angels Mariners. It all begins at 7 Eastern on Fox. Check for the game in your area. So welcome back. 52 laps in, 108 laps to go here at St. Louis. Tanner Gray out front, Nick Sanchez behind him, Connor Mozak, Ben Rhodes, and Ty Majeski, your top five. Ty Majeski been the best truck today, 35 laps led.
He put 4 tires on, so lost a little bit of the track position. But as Joey said, he's restarted back in the 5th row, and he's already back up to the 5th spot. So he will get at least a couple more trucks, I would think, by the end of this stage. He could even be battling for the lead.
He definitely could be. You know, he's got the tire advantage. You know, some of the trucks in front of him have 2 tires on it. Some have no tires. He's definitely and has the fastest truck. It's important for him not to wreck his truck in this moment. Just keep it around. It's so fast. Just a couple base hit restarts. Nothing crazy.
Doesn't need extra bases.
You don't need to go for the home run into turn 1. Just a couple base hits, keep it alive, and then be able to pounce on him late in the race. Got to keep a truck to race with at the end.
So he's going to start outside row number 3. Sanchez and Tanner Gray will be on the front row for this restart, and that's maybe Heim time. He's back at row number 5.
That's a cool jersey.
It is.
People getting accustomed to seeing him. Gets out of his truck, points to his watch. It's Heim time. But we haven't seen Heim time shine just yet. He's kind of fallen back a little bit. Back in the 10th spot for that 11 truck. Well, the 88 has had a day. Let's listen in.
There's no voltage strikes. It doesn't look like a problem on our end. Possibly a crank trigger sensor. If that's the case, we have to go behind the wall and jack right set of it. It takes many, many laps. It's important, guys. It's like it just shuts off like you just hit the ignition.
It sounds like it's not something that they can fix on pit road.
And you wonder how quick the shutoff is. Is it like something that just shuts off and comes right back on, or is it off for a while? If that's the case, you're scared to even follow that truck because it's just going to be like he's on the brakes in the middle of the straightaway.
And early on, it sounded like that he would have to cycle the ignition switch, right. So that's at least going to take a little bit of time.
All right. Another restart coming. Tanner Gray on those older tires. Nick Sanchez next to him on the newer tires.
All right, back green.
Mixed strategy here. Who will prevail? Side by side they go into turn 1. Great restart on those older tires. As they fan out behind him, they keep it in line and he hangs on to it for now.
This is going to be a great test to see what 2 tires does versus 4 tires once Majeski gets there. Right now, we have 2 tires versus no tires. And it looks like Tanner Gray's holding his own.
And that's Majeski.
Ben Rhodes, 3 wide. Hello, joining the party. He wants to get a piece of this.
There was barely a gap there. He just threw her in there. Huge move to get the lead.
Welcome, Ben Rhodes. He takes the lead and leads it for the first time today.
Sanchez moved to the inside to stay away from Tanner Gray, and he opened up the middle, and Ben took it.
That's a good team move to take the center. Yeah, 3 wide bottom is what I thought was about to happen there, and I think Sanchez was trying to defend that to make sure it didn't happen, and took the move. See, Sanchez defending it again.
Defending, blocking the 98 Majeski from getting a run on him. Christian Eckes coming back in the fold. Haven't talked much about Christian since the start of the race.
Great battle right now. Majeski. Is Eckes going to pull out? No, he's going to help Majeski try to get by the 15 of Tanner Gray. Majeski's able to clear Tanner Gray to move up to 3rd.
Interesting decision there for Eckes. He couldn't make that move and got underneath Majeski for sure, but just chose to push there.
It's been interesting with our leader, Ben Rhodes. Just a few races ago at Darlington, in fact, they decided to make a crew chief swap between him and his teammate, Jake Garcia. So Doug Randolph calling the shots, and they've had 2 top 5s. They're only top 5s of the season in the last 3 races. It's working out
stretch. Another 3-wide battle. Brett Holmes, the 32, made it 3 wide on the inside. And these are the first laps that Ben Rhodes has led since Daytona.
That's hard to
Fuck
believe.
Ben Rhodes.
A reigning champion.
He sniffed it. He went for it. He was aggressive on that restart.
Joey, we saw that huge block by Sanchez. Is the blocking got out of hand, or is it just the competition so close that you feel like, you know, somebody gets a little momentum because maybe you lost a little momentum trying to get by somebody?
Yeah, I mean, you know, in the past, those blocks, I can speak from experience, would get Tony Stewart really mad at you. But today's day and age, racing, that is very accepted. It is what it is. Those blocks happen. Now, sometimes it comes with the bumper, right? If you're going to be willing to block that much, you probably got to be willing to take a hit at some point. But it's a lot more accepted in our sport now, and it's almost a necessity, right? Like, you can't afford to give up these spots. These races are so short. The stages that are now in play, the points that are there, you can't give up a spot and think, oh, I'll get it later in the race, it'll be okay. No, you're giving up, spots on the racetrack, but also points that are going to be paid out here in 11 laps.
Guys, there is racing all over the place. 45, Connor Mozak looked like he was slow in just a moment, but looks to be fine.
Damn, 3 wide there.
3 wide again.
Well, I think Grant Enfinger realized he had a bad angle in the corner, so he backed off to keep from driving it in beside the 77 of Chase Purdy and able to make the pass when we got down to the straightaway. Good move by a veteran driver, Grant Enfinger.
Absolutely. He did it just enough to where they would wiggle up the racetrack. He can get some air on the nose, and that helped him kind of wrap the corner better to be able to be there on the exit.
That's back there, 7th to 10th spots.
Cole Custer spins.
The 71 and 11.
Jaden, are you still watching the truck race or just the Xfinity
Doing a
race?
nice job.
Yeah, that team's just getting stronger and stronger. Shane Wilson over there calling the shots. Getting some good people in there.
Brackley War Racing, they're from Tennessee. That's our next race. We're taking a few weeks off, so there is a break, which will be huge for the winner today, right? You're only as good as your last race. He's going to be good for a month. But they'll be going back to Tennessee racing there. So cool for that team, especially if they can finish with the top 10 today with Ty Dillon.
It's a battle for 5th place. Corey Heim with Tanner Gray. Yeah, we talked about Heim maybe not having
that makes sense.
Maybe the truck that we're used to seeing him have. But able to still claw into the top 5 here towards the end of the second stage.
Remember, Scott Cipodelli has only had one chance to work on that truck, too. We're going to give him another chance, possibly at the end of the stage, if he chooses to come in. Again, the strategy could be all over the board as we see Majeski going after Sanchez and the battle for second.
He's going after his teammate who's leading the race. Thor Sport teammates there. And Bonnie had it. Nick Sanchez not giving up on the outside. As the laps tick down, about 7.5 to go.
He's definitely going to be on kill mode right now, trying to get Penrose. He wants that stage win. Yeah, those playoff points, man, just in 4 or 5 races from now, they're going to be worth a lot. And he sees that right in front of him, knows he has a fast truck. The battle is heating up.
Don't forget,
Jimmy McMurray's been good in the booth so far. He's always great in the booth. He really is.
Whoever wins today will pick up $50,000, unless, of course, you're Nick Sanchez.
He should be in the booth more often. Maybe.
Because he won last week.
Maybe either a 4-man booth with McMurray or kick Kevin out.
I still like the strategy, Jamie, by Tanner Gray. Right now holding down the 6th spot with only 6 laps to go on the stage. I have to believe maybe he loses another position or so, but I think he's still going to get stage points.
Yeah, still a great strategy, but this is a gaggle.
Actually, just kick Kevin out.
Back 15th, 16th, 17th right here.
Daniel Dye, the race to stop suicide on board.
SVG pits and gives up stage points? Wow. Wants to go for the win? Yeah. I mean, it sucks that you got to make that decision now. And that's another reason I'm watching this fucking race over that, because you don't got to make those dumbass decisions in this race. You know?
In this stage.
And no one's going to let you go at all. And this battle's no one's going to let you. They may be teammates, but I don't know if that matters a whole bunch right now.
Battle for the lead right here. Ty Majeski's led the most laps today. He wants to take it. He does.
I think that's a bit of a statement, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. And Ben Rhodes knows Ty's really fast today. He falls into second as quickly as possible to keep trying to play defense on Christian Eckes. He knows he's fast as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The fact that you can't like have.
Try to still get the most you possibly can at the end of the stage.
Leaves the bottom open for Eckes. Eckes is going to stick the nose in there. Let's see if he can hold that momentum up off the corner. He is side by side with Ben Rhodes.
And I would expect Ben to race a little bit harder this time. Maybe not. Never mind.
Pit stops are dumb.
Rajat Karut.
They should just do normal pit stops.
That's for 10. They want that one stage point that's out there at the end of this stage.
Boy, they are tight on each other right here. What's Roger going to do? Is he going to shove him down in there?
I was hoping he would back off and let him get down in the corner.
Ty Majeski just lights out up front. Trying to win the second stage here today. Finally has his engineer. They had hired him, a young man who was still in college. He'd been to a couple races.
He's
but
like
now
5 seconds from getting lapped.
He's moving to Sandusky, Ohio to work at Thorsport here at the racetrack, so that's got to be helpful for them. Although I know Ty likes to engineer as well.
Well, he had exams. And
the fact that you got to make those decisions
stuff like that.
is just dumb.
So you kids in college, if you're looking for an engineering job, I'll tell you, racing is where it's at right now. There's just, everybody needs one, and there's just not enough of them.
It really isn't.
We like talking about how fast Ty Majeski is, but Christian Eckes is holding with him. All the way through the field, they kind of fouled each other through the field since the restart as they have 4 tires on their trucks.
Final lap of the stage.
Pulling away right now. This could be a great battle to the end of the race.
It was fun to watch them in practice yesterday. They were the 2 standout trucks, and they ended up securing the front row once again, just like last year, as Christian Eckes is breathing down Majeski's neck on the final lap of stage number 2.
I know Ben Rhodes does not want to give that spot up to Sanchez, but Sanchez has it.
Ty Majeski won stage number 1, and he's going to win stage number 2 for his
Stage 2 is Ty Majeski.
Fourth time, Ty Majeski has swept stages 1 and 2. He won 1 of those races. Wonder if he could do it today. He's led 40 laps and counting. Stage number 3 when we come back.
When my doctor gave me Breztri for my COPD, things changed for me. Breztri gave me better breathing, symptom improvement, and reduced flare-ups.
Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
Ask your doctor about Breztri.
Blocked from watching the big match? Save the day by using the Bank of America customized cash rewards card and choose to earn 3% cash back on online purchases, like live streaming.
It's Super Saturday on Fox. The Phillies clash with the Mets in London. Then the Belmont Stakes live from Saratoga. And the Dodgers battle the Yankees. The biggest day.
Will I switch to Xfinity after? Maybe.
The West was a chaotic brew of progress and explosive violence.
Vaughn Grissom was removed from the Red Sox game against the Tigers.
Icons to a nation desperate
right
for heroes.
string tightness, right hamstring tightness.
As long
I mean, he's
as
been playing like
some
shit
chose
anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
others would always be ready to put their lives on the line to bring them to justice.
I mean, I don't know. It's probably gonna get better, but.
Would it kill you to humor me for once?
This is Outlaws and Lawmen on Fox Nation.
Every Saturday, your game is on Fox. I mean, just feast your eyes on this. Because if baseball is as American as apple pie, then Fox Saturday baseball is one heck of a slice. And with these guys on the menu, all you gotta do is sit back, relax, and make some room for a big old help. With a cherry on top. Come on, it's Saturday.
no matter how old or young you are, you can still become America's next Master Chef.
I'm a millennial. I'm not worried about the thing.
Classic Gen X overachiever. Gen Z. Which generation is going to win it all?
MasterChef Generations, only Wednesdays on Fox. There are over 75 million monthly Tubi viewers. That's more people than there are wall-mounted dual actuating drinking fountains, which means Tubi is more popular than health code violations. Tubi, it's more popular than wall-mounted dual actuating drinking fountains.
Well, welcome back to Craftsman Truck Series action here at Gateway Speedway. Trucks getting ready to hit pit road right now as we have ended stage 2, and the intensity is going to pick up. We are up on top of the pit box right now with crew chief Charles DeNike. In just a moment, he's going to call his driver Christian Eckes into the pits, and the Trackhouse team that pits this truck will go to work. As you see, they are coming around the corner. This is where the crew chief now gets into position, counts his driver into the stall. He already told Christian Eckes to stop just a little bit short. You see he's way to the right side of the box. He's trying to angle out to be able to get around the number 32 of Brett Holmes, who will be coming in here in just a moment. So far, things looking pretty decent on this stop. Michael, what do you got down there on your end of pit road?
Well, Jeremy Donnelly just advised Gray that he had to come around Grant Enfinger to get into his box. But because of how he qualified at Charlotte, he has the first pit box. No problem exiting here. The truck is tight. He said it was chattering the front tires. So they're going to do an air pressure adjustment, wedge, and this truck has been right. The strategy that Jeremy's used today has been perfect. He led this race. A caution came out. They only lost 4 or 5 spots. And here he is, a really great spot. He's off pit road. Jamie?
Loved your guys' vantage points there. Look at Tyler Ankrum with 2 tires, moves up 11 spots with Daniel Dye behind him. Let's go back and hear from Christian Eckes, his crew chief, Regan.
Well, that's right, Jamie. Charles tonight looked like a little bit of trouble on the left front there towards the end of the pit stop. Cost you some time. How are you going to make up those spots now?
Yeah, that wasn't so good, Regan, unfortunately. Looks like we got the track bar wrench got a little jammed in there, and then we got a little...
I have wired earbuds in 2024.
So we'll get it freed up a little bit here, and I think we'll be fine. We'll go and work on passing these other guys and get back to the front.
All right, good luck coming back through the field. Michael?
Regan, I am pumped up. I feel like I changed the tires. That is so fun. I saw you get a spot up on the wall, Jeremy. How did you think the stop went? And you've got a really fast truck.
Definitely have a fast truck. Tanner did a really good job there. We kind of put him in a box, starting from the back. But, you know, the strategy guys were with us a little bit. We were able to flip it there on that lap 10 caution. Put 4 tires on it. He drove up to, I think, 15. And then we flipped it. You know, got good restart there, starting on the front
row. Cut the wires and call them
AirPods. Kind of wish the caution would happen because we were
the knife.
But to get, you know, 4 stage points like that from starting in the back.
I don't know where my knife is.
Now everybody's back on the even playing field. Definitely got a really good Dead on Tools Toyota Tundra TRD Pro. I appreciate everybody and all their hard work.
Thank you very much. They flipped it there, Joey. What's that mean?
What the fuck?
They flipped it in a good way. Meaning they
that's hilarious if that's true.
And then stayed out when other cars pitted.
Pit crews got to work. We will drop the green flag for stage number 3. After this, stay with us live from St. Louis.
How do you know if you know how to do whatever it is to be done by you? If there's nobody there to do it to, and what is it that has to be done as a puzzle and song? Puzzle is still as a puzzle to you. Is what is it that has to be done as a puzzle and song?
The 3 for Me, only at Chili's, still serves up bottomless chips and salsa in the drink, but now it's available with the all-new Big Smasher Burger, with twice the beef of a Big One. Maybe they should change their name. This Chili's 3 for Me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
Blocked from watching the big match? Save the day by using the Bank of America customized cash rewards card and choose to earn 3% cash back on online purchases, like live streaming.
Well, what do we have here? A come down or a comeback? A risk taker or a troublemaker? A lucky run, or that's how it's done. Surprise, surprise, or seen it coming? A trophy hunter or a party crasher? What if it was all that and a whole lot more? The NASCAR Cup Series from St. Louis, Sunday at 2 Eastern on FS1.
Nobody stayed out with him on this stop. They probably should have just taken it. Yeah, you're right.
The United Football League on Fox.
Jamie and Corinne are back.
Corinne, you ready?
I'm ready.
Hit it. It's an all-new season of Beat Shazam, and you can watch anytime.
Let's do it.
With the greatest songs,
I got a feeling.
funnest toasts,
I'm preheating the oven.
and bestest prize. Beat Shazam, only Tuesdays on Fox, and watch anytime on Hulu.
Welcome back to the Toyota 200, Stage 1. Stage 2 in the books as we get ready for the third stage of the day. We look at stage points overall, and Ty Majeski maximizing it with those 2 wins.
Yeah, we talked earlier about, how to really make a move with the points is to have a 50, 55, 60-point day. Ty Majeski right now could possibly have a 60-point day if he can hold on to win this thing.
He's on a run to a perfect day, and there's a lot of points scored. You see Christian Eckes that's second in both stages. Dick Sanchez solid in both stages as well.
Aww.
They're all good, and I think got a little love here.
I love that.
I think that guy's sleeping on the side, but I appreciate his sentiment.
Jamie's over here. She's got her phone
And
taking
long
a
range
picture of the
delay.
monitor.
Why you rat me out, Joey?
Oh, I thought it was great. My sons don't usually say they love me.
Chandler's man has a tear-off stuck on his windshield.
And we love you so much, we made you try a black licorice
Yeah, I
during
know.
break. We should have had that on camera.
Yeah, yucky.
Didn't like it, did you?
That was not nice.
All right, so our first 2 trucks, Tyler Ankrum, Daniel Dye, took right sides only, so they're restarting first and second. Corey Heim, great stop. The biggest loser there was Christian Eckes back in 11th. As green flag comes out, once again, 84 laps to go from St. Louis. Corey Heim
Fogged and red
looking to
flag
lead
the
for
race.
first time today, and he does it. The 11 truck to the point.
I think that was made by the 43 of Daniel Dye taking the outside second row. He gave up a row to stay on the outside. That opened up the bottom for the 11 of Corey Heim.
Yeah, pretty interesting move for that. I think if I
No, it doesn't look
get
that
the front
bad.
row, at any point, you got to take the front row.
They're being kind of pussies.
Still there, 98's lined up in again.
Here comes Majeski, fastest truck all day. He's got his teammate Ben Rhodes right behind him. Majeski into third.
Gotta get the twofer there.
Ben Rhodes got a little bit loose. Maybe
Oh,
made
that's
some
kind of
contact
bad.
with
I rolled it
Daniel
back
Dye,
like
the 43.
45 minutes.
Majeski is on the move.
It's a reminder about what happened to Corey Heim last week. I mean, this team is fast every week. 3-time winner, but last week at the end we saw 3 loose lug nuts. They were disqualified. All but 1 point. 1 point given to show that they showed up, and that's basically it. So they want a little redemption.
Yeah, those pits and screws, really all of Tricon's pit crews are really, really solid. Usually week in, week out. That was just an anomaly. They're normally really, really strong.
Well, something they should be proud of. The only reason why that truck is in the lead right now is because of that good pit
Oh,
stop.
shit.
We've noticed that Corey
Not
Heim's
bad.
truck today, maybe not the best.
How long did I miss
out there,
that?
but he is in the lead because of execution on pit road.
Clean air is king. Suddenly your truck feels great, right, Joey?
Absolutely.
Actually,
And I'm
not
sure
that
they tuned it up a little bit too.
Saw Eckes make the move and grab another position. He restarted 11th after his troubles on pit road that we documented.
Tyler Ankrum back there in second. San Bernardino, California. Good to get a good run after finishing 32nd a week ago. Let's get an update. Regan.
Well, Jamie, just to update a story from earlier in the race, the 99 of Ben Rhodes having those shifter troubles. I just checked with crew chief Doug Randolph. He said since the problems earlier, he has not said another word about the shifter issues, so evidently it fixed itself. That's
I'll just wait a
good news for Ben
minute
Rhodes.
after the next caution.
It either fixes
Stop the
itself or you
timer.
don't want to talk about it. I'm going to say, you're not going to fix it. It is what it is.
Nice push by Raj F. Ruth on Grant Endenberg to move him by Tanner Gray, or try to get by Tanner Gray. Didn't quite clear him. Tanner's going to be able to stick with the right rear quarter panel of Endenberg.
In the 250
this is the first time Tanner Gray's been on the same tires as everybody since 9-10. So you get to see what my truck really have in it. Where are my weaknesses compared to the competitors?
He's flexed some muscle. Started last for an unapproved adjustment, worked his way forward. Led laps today, 17 in total. Now you said they're on the strategy with everyone else now. Let's see what they've got. Currently running 8.
Remember, comes in here 34 points above that cut line after some solid.
Look at the fog currently.
And now the battle's on. Ty Majeski.
Oh yeah, that is bad.
The fastest truck.
It's just, I guess it's just bad at parts of the track because it is a huge fucking track.
Back to 7. Well, let's see if Ty can reel in.
Something happened with FCG is damage. That
Maybe
sucks.
behind with that clean air and some adjustments can hang on.
2 chips quicker that last lap from Majeski, then Corey Heim.
And as Ty gets closer to Corey, he's going to get more turbulent air, right? That dirty air will start affecting his truck more and more. But what I've seen so good about Ty's truck is just able to wrap the bottom so low and tight on that white line that I haven't seen.
It's been almost a year
since
that
ability to do that is what's going to be
SVG
able to help
thing.
him draw up to the back bumper of Corey.
Chicago race.
I'm impressed with Daniel Dye running 5th right now.
That race was so wild that it fucked up my perception of time.
4 top 10s for him in his sophomore season. Really nice work for that 43 team.
Good battle here. Christian Eckes trying
Nothing
to
has felt normal since after that
99
race.
Ben Rhodes, that's a battle for the 6th spot. Eckes trying to overcome that pit stop we were talking about. Moving in on the 43 of Daniel Dye. That's 3rd on back to 7th right there in our screen.
He did a good job loosening up Ben Rhodes there, trying to get underneath him. And able to drag race him down the front straightaway. He's got to get all these spots all the way up to Sanchez, and they get a caution to try to re-rack and get down pit road again and have a restart.
No, there's no maybe about it, Jaden. There's no maybe about it. It's a definitely.
Ben Rhodes, Christian Eckes. We're going to step aside. You won't
And you're
miss a thing
fucking.
as we go
You cheated because you time traveled. There's also the day I found out that Jaden was a time traveler.
Ready to rise?
But I had my suspicions a little bit before that. But now that he's on to me, he acts like he's not.
Above obstacles. Above perceptions.
But now that I'm on to him, he acts like he's not.
If so, we're looking for you. Join us at Toyota Racing.
Pod Spring Moving Sale has been extended. Save up to 25% on moving and storage until June 10. And see why Pods has been trusted with over 6 million moves. Don't wait. Use promo code 25 now to save. Book at pods.com today.
All the parts you need at the prices you want. Guaranteed to fit every time. So you can keep your ride or die alive.
Jaden, don't lie to me.
Craftsman's back on track with deal of the race.
You know lying's
During
not
this year's
cool.
Craftsman Truck Series,
We don't
we're
lie to
giving
our
race
friends,
fans
all right?
rockin' deals on tools to power through projects. Because teams and fans alike trust Craftsman to get the job done right.
It's Craftsman days at Lowe's.
Buy this Craftsman V20 starter kit
And get one of 14 cordless Craftsman V20 tools free.
Scan now for the current deal of the race. From outdoor care to home and auto repair. Do it fast. Do it proud.
Do it with Craftsman.
This is the make or break moment. Not just for the day, but for the years to come. This is where a race isn't just about the race. It's about the doors it can open. The number of fans wearing your number. This is the chance to carve your name into the history books. This is the Nascar Xfinity Series.
And all the veterans, those that are serving today.
To all those near and far, we thank you, and we salute you with a little noise of our own.
71 laps to go as Corey Heim continues to lead here at St. Louis. At a second lead over Ty Majeski in the 98, Nick Sanchez, Tyler Ankrum, and Ben Rhodes, top 5. We had a couple trucks that had issues. Taylor Gray in the 17 came down pit road from the 12th spot.
Got a little bit of leak somewhere on the inside of the left front tire when you're sitting here still. I'm not sure what it is. I don't know if it's power steering fluid or a little bit of brake fluid weeping out of the left front caliper. And brake issue losing it.
Yeah, you heard Taylor say he was losing brakes. Tough brake. He's one of those trucks that we felt like was pretty comfortable above the cut line, but this is going to hurt here.
68 laps to go.
Baby Curry in the 41 truck was 23rd. He too came down pit road saying it was shutting off. So seeing a range of happenings with these trucks, from mechanical, electrical.
Shifter for Ben Rhodes, but he's overcome that nicely right now, running fourth.
And Matt Crafton, the day that he's had pit crew members inside his truck on the passenger side.
Jaden!
Trying to fix their issues, and he's up to 15th, so keep on digging.
He spent more time on pit road today than any other competitor for sure. And as Matt Crafton does, as consistent as he is, back up into the top 15.
Yeah, he's got to keep scratching and clawing. He's outside looking in on the playoffs right now. He's scored no stage points because of the issues.
There's been no lag so far, Jaden. What are you going to fucking say to that, bitch?
How to get the best possible finish right now. And he's just scratching and clawing through the field to do that.
As we take a look at our pylon with
Emmanuel Valdez got his second home run of the game. Wow.
Come on now. We would be in our window where everyone would come to pit road, probably for the final time. Some people, I don't think.
Yeah, I should have said fuck NASCAR and just watch the Red Sox.
Maybe saving at tires for late.
Still a crap top.
Last week, I don't think the same thing would apply here.
It was so bad it was pixelated. Wow.
Trucks.
How would fog make it pixelated?
Have done pretty well. Tyler Ankrum, Daniel Dye, they're only back to 6th and 7th. You know, those cars or trucks have, you know, a bit more laps on their tires. You know, we've seen trucks do 2 tires and be able to hang pretty well. I think you get in your window, you pit, and you call it done. Corey Heim, another example, may have the same tires as everybody, but wasn't really even spoken about until you got clean air in that truck. It shows what track position means.
Well, we have 2 first-timers making their Truck Series debuts. Andres Perez right there in the 7 truck, doing a nice job. The Holy Guacamole truck in 17th. He's the point leader in the ARCA Menard Series. Knocked on the door of that first win. Hasn't gotten it done yet, but I have a feeling Phil.
Jaden, you're being mean. I'm talking about for the streaming aspect.
And we're going to get to some short tracks and better
Not
keep
so bad now, bitch.
Series.
And the other one is
Not
Luke
so
Venhouse
crap
in the
toppy
66.
now,
Nice recovery
bitch.
for him. Spun early in this race, brought out the first caution. He's been able to plug away, making his debut. Won the ARCA Menard Series race last year in Iowa. He's not doing any of that this year. He's hoping to move up to trucks full time.
Keep on
He has one other race scheduled.
bitch.
Yeah, doing a nice job now up into the top 20. This is probably the highest finishing position or running position he's had this entire race.
It's actually 25 frames per second, Jaden.
And the 18 of Tyler Ankrum, that's a battle for 6th.
Saw the 9 of Graham Enfinger.
Here, bitch, I'll up it. I'll up it, bitch. I'll up it. I'll up it just to show you that I can up
He
it.
just cruised on by for that big win.
Where's the fucking thing to do it?
And Daniel
Where's the
comfortably has
thing
that
to?
spot. Remember, Ankrum?
Where's the?
Little bit of pit strategy, only 2 tires on his last stop, but Daniel.
Oh, I can't change it during the stream. But
that only took 2 tires on that pit stop, and now they've swapped spots.
You see those onboard cameras. You see the trip presented by Craftsman. We talked about that. It's a triple truck challenge. Started last weekend at Charlotte. Nick Sanchez got that win, $50,000.
what do you mean? Yeah, that's right. I wouldn't even be able to up it. It's an OBS thing.
Here
Fuck
today,
you.
or anybody else that wins will get 50 grand. And then we go on to our 3rd and final race in the triple truck challenge in 3 weeks.
You know, this is year number 6 of the Triple Truck Challenge. That means we've had 16 previous races, 3 a year for 5 years, and 1 last week at Charlotte. And there's only been 1 driver that's ever won more than 1 of those races since we've been doing it. Wow. Sheldon Creed. And he won 3 of them. He won that extra bonus 1 year. He won 2 of the 3, got that $150,000, and one of the other years, he got $50,000 for winning a race, but he's the only repeat winner we've ever had in the challenge.
You do your homework, don't you?
I do.
Sheldon was a wheelman in the Truck Series, a champion, race winner here. running Xfinity full time now.
He's had, what, about 37 second place finishes in Xfinity? Something like that. Knocking on the door of that first win one of these days.
Enfinger looking to the inside, trying to take over that spot. Doesn't get it done there from Ankrum. Corey Heim continues to lead about a second and a half over Ty Majeski. Nick Sanchez sitting back there in third.
You see Raja do a good job being able to run that second lane. We talked about when is that second lane going to come in. This is the longest run we've had there. And Raja almost got to the outside of Grant Enfinger there. So really showing that that upper lane.
The Astros have another no-hitter going on right now.
So we had fun on the first round of pit stops. We did an old-fashioned crank it up. Let's just do the traditional crank it up on the racetrack.
Here. 25, even up back.
The end of the sixth inning. Framber Valdez. He already has one no-hitter before. Jaden's a bitch.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Bitch.
It would be a lot in a little bit of time.
It would.
That many cautions.
Bitch.
Corey Heim leading for the first time today, and he continues 26 laps and counting. Ty Majeski behind him by a second and a half.
Bitch.
Sanchez hanging there in third.
Remember, Ty Majeski moved to within about a half a second of Corey Heim after the restart.
Bitch.
Once he got to second, and then now Heim has actually backed up. Opened it up a little bit to about a second. Gosh, almost a second 6/10 right now. But Sanchez doing a nice job there. There's Ben Rose. He's doing an awesome job. Remember, we talked about having transmission issues, but still holding down the fourth spot.
And then behind that, you have Christian Eckes. You know, we talked about how fast his truck is. Had a bad pit stop, trouble with the left front tire, trying to put it on. Trouble with the wedge wrench, it sounded like as well. He's trying to scratch and claw. He's got his way back to fifth. He's hoping for a caution right now.
And Daniel Dye overcoming that speeding penalty earlier. He's running top 5, running in the 6th spot right now, looking for his 5th top 10 of the season. Tyler Ankrum in the 18, looking for a rebound after a tough race a week ago. New team this year. They hit the ground running, clicking off top 10s and top 5s. Had some rough patches there, but rebounding nicely, having a good race today.
Yeah, Grant Enfinger really has turned this season around with a couple top 3 finishes over the last couple 3 weeks, and really doing a nice job. Got himself above the cut line. He's below the cut line for much of the year. Right now, trying to figure out a way
it's
to get
okay.
by
I'm
that
trolling
18 of
also.
Ankrum. Got the 71 of Raja Cruz right now, holding down the 9th spot. Raja won early. We talked about it in Las Vegas. Locked himself in the playoffs. Really started out great. 4 top 10s to start the season. Been a bit of a dry spell here lately, but he has speed. He was going to finish in a top 5 at Charlotte last week, and the caution came out late. He decided not to come to pit road and end up getting passed by a bunch of trucks. That was not the right call.
Yeah, Stuart Friesen, you know, just uneventful day so far. Just kind of going through it, riding in the top 10 right now. Nothing crazy. Sometimes those uneventful days are okay. You'd like to be a little faster and be in the picture a little bit more, but on days like today, when you're Stuart Friesen, just take everything you can get, right? If you can get some stage points, great. If you can finish in the top 5 with the 10th place truck, try to accomplish that. I think that's what he's scratching and clawing to do.
Well, Jimmy Villeneuve is crew chief, and Stewart Strand putting together their best 2 races of the season. A 10th place two races ago, and last week 2nd for them. So had some momentum coming in here, and like you said, Joe, if they could just have a solid day, bring home another top 10, they're going in the right direction for that team.
Yeah, we documented the fact that Tanner Gray started at the back due to unapproved adjustments. A little bit of a pit strategy, stopped on lap number 10, stayed out at the end of the first stage, got some stage points, still just outside the top 10 right now.
Yeah, I really thought his truck would have hung in there a little bit better. As good as he was on old tires, I thought, I think he restarted 6th or 7th, that he would be able to compete in that area. He's lost a little bit of handle maybe on that truck and fell outside of the top 10. And right here we see Raja Caruth. I told you the outside lane there at 3 and 4. She's coming alive, and he's been playing with her for a few laps. And there he goes to the outside of Grant Enfinger. Almost. I think he'll probably clear him off a 2.
Maybe Raja to the 8th spot. I tell you, Ankrum has held on pretty well with those 2 tires. Both he and Daniel Dye were outside the top 10 on that last pit stop. Both took 2 tires, started up front, both running right now up in the top 10.
Get Raja on the move.
That strategy definitely, all the other crew chiefs are watching that, and they're going to have a lot more laps on their tires after this run, so it's going to be a little bit more challenging to make that call, but it is a call that I would definitely think about, especially if you're running in the back half of the top 5 to 10. I would be thinking about throwing 2 tires out when you see what Akrum's able to do right now. And yeah, you might not win the race with that call, but you give yourself a chance for sure.
And we've already run longer on this run since the end of the stage 2 than the stage was. Then stage 1 and stage 2 is we're approaching now, running close to 40 laps in this 3rd stage since we pitted.
You see Raja, he ran that high side again. That straightaway speed he gets from running that high side. You get the long straightaway to get the reward from running the top, right? You get a little longer radius, that hurts you a little bit, but that long straightaway, that you get that momentum, you get all of that back.
You see right there, laps since last pit, 39 laps, everybody on the same strategy all the way to the bottom of that pylon.
Yeah, the only differing strategy was what we talked about with the 18 of Ankrum, the 43 of Daniel Dye, 2 tires. Does that mean that they're going to have to take 4 on their next pit stop because they will have so many laps on their lefts? And the guys that pitted before that took 4 tires, like Corey Heim and Ty Majeski, is that going to open them up possibly to do 2 tires? I think the pace that we've seen out of Ankrum and Daniel Dye makes me think that maybe 2 tires might be a great option even for those trucks running right up front right now.
We'll have to wait to find out. I'd like to know too.
Not easy being a crew chief.
This is a tough call for sure for the whole field to make this next pit stop. Yeah, and they have to pit. They can't make it from here, so they're going to have to pit at some point. And I think Regan probably can help us a little bit on strategy.
Regan.
Well, Jamie, just to give an update, that's right. They do have to pit at some point. A lot of teams didn't anticipate green flag stops today, but if it does happen, look for these teams somewhere around lap 133 to 140 to have to pit road right about that.
Green flag pit stops here. That's interesting. A good point, Regan. I mean, we've had so many cautions in the past. That hasn't been a thing. So Corey Heim continues to lead here with 46 laps remaining. They waited out the rain and the weather, but the kids are having a good time. Hang with us for the Toyota 200 as we continue.
Eyes on me, that brand new drink is what they see. It's diamonds on my beef. Brand new whip is what they see.
In my bag like a bunch of groceries, all this cheese and greens just come to me.
Freedom you can't take your eyes off. The new 2024 Jeep Wrangler and Gladiator. Jeep, there's only one.
Top off this Memorial Day with 2,000 bonus cash allowance on 2024 Jeep Wrangler gas-powered models and Jeep Gladiator. Stop by your local dealer for a test drive and experience open-air freedom today.
Looking for the perfect grill? Find yours at Ace, where the perfect grill comes with free assembly and delivery. Find a Weber, Big Green Egg,
Final grade flag pit stops are about to start.
And get the one that's right for you. Only at your local Ace.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks. Men tell us when they use Just for Men to eliminate gray, there's a great before and after. Then there's the after. that boost you get when you look and feel your best. And that's why more men choose Just for Men.
Our leader, Corey Heim, on pit road. Regan Smith was mentioning we could see some green flag stops, and Corey Heim.
I think he heard Regan.
This is a gutsy call, guys. I mean, this is the fastest way to split this run.
You probably should have just gotten the points.
Going to draw Ty Majeski as well. If he doesn't pit here, he's going to lose the track position on the racetrack. So this is it's a gutsy move because if the caution comes out, they're in trouble. But if it goes green, this will be the move that wins the race.
And that's going to bring a flood of people down pit road, I would think. See, Nick Sanchez will inherit the lead.
He stays on the racetrack, as you see on the left side.
And I think someone might go long here. You know, if you have that much, you know, I think you still can run another 25 laps or so, maybe more. It's a long time to maybe get a caution. And the fall off isn't real big. And we noted Nick Sanchez, I'd go for the win if I was him. He's got a bunch of money on the line.
See, obviously Majeski on pit road when Nick Sanchez comes by. That means that he will be a lap down.
See adjustments for bent roads.
If one of the good trucks like Nick Sanchez runs long like this and the caution were to come out, that'll catch a bunch of these trucks a lap. Everybody that comes to pit road now will be caught a lap down. Now, they would be able to take the wave around, but they would lose track position.
Exactly.
Regan, what'd you hear when they decided to pit there under green?
Well, JB, it was pretty wild down here on pit road. As soon as the 11 truck hit pit road, seemingly maybe caught some guys off guard immediately. A number of these teams up and down pit road, the crew members put the helmets on. They jumped up, got on the ready. They were all standing here waiting for their truck to get caught.
Parker Benjamin off track.
Yeah, Regan, you're exactly right. Joe Shearer Jr. said, I'm going to pit at lap 135. And as soon as Heim hit the pit road, he said, come in next time by. That's how important getting those fresh tires is early. And now you just hope there's not a caution before everybody else pits.
Yeah, and what happened there is Ty Majeski was, I can't afford to lose touch of Corey Heim. If you let him run a couple laps at a time, it's gonna just, you're not gonna catch him and it's gonna be over. So
it was like
you
cloudy.
gotta react immediately.
There
You
more
do not
rain
have
in the area?
time to waste because you're gonna lose too much time on the racetrack.
Green flag pit stops continuing as Tyler Ankrum is in. Nick Sanchez stays out on the racetrack.
So at this point, you got to assume that Sanchez is on the long run strategy here. He's going to try to run it until there's almost out of gas, I think. And pray for caution, right? Like, yeah, hope there's a caution, and he's going to cycle himself up there and have newer tires. That's the other piece too, right? If he runs 20 laps and the caution comes out, and those other guys are down a lap, they're going to have to wave around on those old tires, while Sanchez will have new tires and possibly get them that way.
Look at the top left of our screen. You see the 2 and the 11. Those are little chicklets there. That's where they are. Obviously, Sanchez the leader. The 11, Corey Heim, a lap down in the 98 of Majeski behind Corey Heim. When everybody cycles around, if they all make green flag pit stops before the caution comes out, then that's going to be the battle for the lead as we watch Christian Eckes make his forward tire change.
And I think in this strategy, you got to do the extremes. And Christian Eckes, they kind of went down the middle. You know, I think you either short pit it or you go really, really long. And I don't know, I'm sure there's more to the story, but why Christian Eckes only ran, 5 or 6 laps longer than the guys that pitted.
I like the strategy by Sanchez. Run long here, and you catch those other 2 trucks. Corey Heim, the best 2 trucks, and Majeski, you catch them a lap down. You'll be able to pit if the caution comes out and get track position over them and have a bunch of trucks in between.
I definitely would not pit if I'm Sanchez until they get their lap back, until they come around and pass to get their lap back.
Yeah, but then it does no good. Then it does no good to stay on the racetrack.
Exactly.
Corey Heim back in 13th right now. Ty Majeski in 15th. A lap down, as you guys have been saying. It's Nick Sanchez over Tanner Gray, Chase Purdy, Dean Thompson, and Stuart Friesen, your top 5 with 36 laps to go. See that pit road performance, the comparison, all the green. for Corey Heim.
Remember, I mentioned earlier that Tricon guys, week in, week out, always have great pit stops. They're among, I think we've got 3 of the top 5 on average pit stops, all come from Tricon Garage. That 11 truck is one of those with Corey Heim. Huge pit stop there for that.
And they want to make up for what happened last week. You cost your team a lot of points, and when you go to the next race, how do you make them up, right? Put your team and your truck in the catbird position is exactly where they're at.
See laps since last pit. The top 9 have stayed out.
I think about 10 more laps would be realistic. About 63 laps, all green flag laps probably would be realistic for these drivers to stand. Now there's Corey Heim. Once he passes Nick Sanchez, I'm like you, Joey. If I'm Nick Sanchez, I come that next lap.
Exactly what I would do for sure. He's losing a second a lap or so, and you see Sanchez looks like he's going to pit road.
Nick Sanchez coming down pit road and make that change.
Yeah, we didn't talk about how hard it is to get on the pit road here. Yeah, access road, there's no pit road speed, and they don't really practice that to know how fast to go there. That's challenging to figure out how to maximize that on and off pit road on those access roads.
That will put Corey Heim back on the lead lap, along with several other trucks.
Heim up to 10th, Ty Majeski in the 11th position.
Both of those trucks now back on the lead lap, as well as Ben Rhodes, Eckes behind them.
Quite a few trucks still need to make their pit stop. This mixes it up quite a bit. A lot to pay attention to.
For sure. And for Sanchez, he's going to pay the price for that, right? That's going to hurt him. And got a little bit of smoke here. Maybe smoke in here, guys.
Possibly an engine issue. I'm sure the officials will be checking the racetrack extremely closely to make sure there's no fluid down on the racetrack.
There was an animal on track.
So what I was saying is that the 2 of Sanchez,
was the animal?
He was out there gambling in a way, right? Hoping for a caution. He was losing about a second, maybe a little less than that, but about a second a lap to Heim. So now he's going to be way behind him. He may be a little bit faster than Heim now because he's got newer tires to make up some of that difference.
Yeah, these guys up front still got a pit.
That was the gamble they were willing to take.
Oh, caution! Oh man, the 91.
There's the caution, Vicente Salas
Actually, I gotta let that go a
The
little
caution
longer.
comes out for the 5th time. Tanner Gray on pit
I forgot
road.
to stop it.
Stop Tanner
I forgot to
Gray.
restart
Just
it
roll down pit
after.
road. Don't bother stopping in my pit.
Just got loose underneath the 88 there, off 2.
Chase Purdy shown as the leader right now. Luke Fenhouse just behind him. Let's see what happened.
See him on the inside of Matt Crafton. Just right in front of Corey Heim. Look at the job Corey Heim does to avoid him.
All right, I can
Ought to
stop
be
it
good.
now.
That's right on board with Corey Heim.
Close enough.
Looking to the inside and then whoop.
Corey thought for a moment about going to the inside. Then he said, well, the 91's going that direction. Let me shift gears and go to the outside. Great job by Corey Heim.
Sat and watched it. I think what those 2 drivers in front of him knew is that's going to be the eventual leader. This is I have to stay on the lead lap. I got to stay in front of the 11 of Corey Heim. And raced a little bit too hard, got a little free.
Who does this benefit the most? Nick Sanchez, maybe?
Well, everybody behind Corey Heim, because that's going to allow them to catch up. And some of the teams that didn't come to pit road, look, Fithouse, for one, right now is being shown in the 2nd position.
Yeah, and you look at, Purdy, those guys, Crafton, he's running 3rd right now. And he's going to have some newer tires. I'm sure they trapped a few cars down a lap. There's only 12 on the lead lap.
Looks like Daniel Dye possibly will get the free pass. He's the first truck right now being shown 1 lap down, but Raja's going to be caught a lap down.
And we talked about Matt Crafton, needing points. He was, back at the 15th or so. We saw him come by here with another issue at one point where it shut off. He lost a bunch of spots again. And now they've gambled, rolled the dice a little bit, got the caution. They're going to cycle themselves back up into the top 10.
Pit crews ready for those that haven't pitted yet, including our leader, Chase Purdy. Pit road is closed right now as we take a look at the playoff leaderboard. We showed you earlier those 4 in yellow, they're locked in. Right now, the leader, Chase Purdy in 5th.
And this is as they run right now. Grant Enfinger was above the cut line coming into this race. Right now being shown below the cut line. Grant Enfinger is one of the trucks right now being shown 1 lap down. We know that, at least we feel like that Corey Heim is going to stay on the racetrack. So everybody that's lined up in front of him could be eligible for the free pass, even if they've already pitted and get the free pass and join the field at the tail end.
I hope everyone's able to follow what we're trying to explain. It's a lot to try to explain when the strategy gets mixed up like this, but it's also a lot of fun to see all this happen. And after this pit stop, all the strategy is over. The position you're in is where you're at. You're going to have 25-ish laps to go, and it's just going to be chaos from there.
And then the battle between Corey Heim and Ty Majeski is going to heat up. Back in 4th and 5th. Next week, it doesn't get any better than Super Saturday on Fox. First, it's Phillies Bats from London, followed by the Belmont Stakes, live from Saratoga. And in prime time, it's Dodgers versus the Yankees. That's all on Fox and the Fox Sports app. Exciting day. I know a lot of eyes will be on Belmont Stakes for a little horse racing. We'll be racing out in wine country in Sonoma.
It's just simply not true, Matt.
We'll have you covered.
Horses,
Melvin Booker.
I like it.
Melvin Booker is Devin's dad.
Here, considering the rain delay that we had, they all had to leave the grandstands or duck for cover, and they all came back to enjoy the racing action today. Yeah, nice
Good
looking
turnout.
crowd.
Good turnout. Pit road is open. You see Chase Purdy, our leader, will lead the bunch to pit road that has not pitted yet. Luke Finhouse, the 66, is right behind him.
Yeah, he can close that gap up, and they're not. Kind of an interesting to look at there. I'm pretty sure you can do that. So if you want to look at the rules tomorrow, make sure I can.
Matt Crafton coming in as well. The issues that he's had comes in from the 3rd spot.
Daniel Dye indeed was a free pass.
You see Tanner Gray, he rolled down pit road. He was on pit road when the caution came out. He chose not to pit to keep that track position and going to pit this time.
So 27 laps to go. Under caution for the 5th time. The battle is going to heat up.
Jaden.
Corey Heim in the 11 and Ty Majeski.
That's just
when
mean.
we come back, it is on. The race for the finish here at St. Louis. Who will it be?
Hot Spring Moving Sale has been extended. Save up to 25% on moving and storage until June 10.
It's not that bad. We made the finals before.
Don't wait. Use promo code 25 now to save.
Back in
Look at
1992 and back in 2021.
Is now available with the all-new
And I think back in like 1976, I'm pretty sure it was.
Just get fries, a drink, and bottomless chips and salsa for just $10.99. See you later, Tiny Drive-Thru Burger. This Chili's 3 for Me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
Before you use AI to transform
We're not
business,
terrible.
accelerate growth,
We're not terrible, Jaden.
predict trends, you need to begin with trust. Introducing Watson X Governance, helping you govern any AI as data, models, and policies change, so you can scale it responsibly.
Here we go.
Let's create AI that begins with trust with Watson X Governance. IBM, let's create.
That's right, guitars and fast cars right here in Music City. This summer, NASCAR is back at the Nashville Super Speedway. Get your tickets.
And also,
now
see,
to
Matt
watch your
keeps saying
favorite
that
driver
Luca
take on
is the
1.33
father of D-Buck,
miles of
but D-Buck's
concrete
older
chaos.
than Luca, so that literally,
Visit
like,
NashvilleSuperspeedway.com
one is just
to
simply
lock
not
your
true.
spot
Melvin
June
Booker
28th through the
is his
30th
dad.
For the Ally 400 race weekend.
He's been flawless.
And two, it wouldn't even be possible.
Circuit of the Americas as Corey Heim gets it done.
He has no weaknesses. Impressive this kid is. Hits him right between
Fucking coyote.
Gets his second hit of the year. You know what time it is?
Look at that boy. He is running.
For Corey Heim.
Oh, man.
Been pretty darn good here again today.
All recently, too. Yeah. You know, the speed that this truck has had, Scott Zipadelli, they have really put it out there. And once again today, showed that they can make their truck better throughout the race. Did a great job on pit road. And now they are in position to win this thing. But I don't think it's gonna be
Jaden, that's
that
not
easy for
fucking
them to
true.
win this.
I'm
Look at the
older.
How about that truck right
Jaden?
Yeah, look at Majeski, but I also look at Eckes. He's right there. He
D-Book
showed some speed, and now he's going to have
is
some track position.
your
He's gonna be on the
best
second row
friend,
to
Jaden.
restart.
I have to
Sanchez
tell you that.
doesn't seem to be too weak. Ben Rhodes has been okay. I don't know if he's going to be quite the threat.
Majeski's going to take the inside.
I don't think
They haven't
there.
given one to go yet, but I would think Majeski is probably going to take the front row. I don't think he would give up a row to go to the outside.
100% taking the front row.
Michael Waltrip on pit road. What are they saying for Corey Heim?
Scott Zipadelli is so confident. He said, I said, is everything normal? And he said, as normal as this job can be. And that means that he feels good about it. He said, Corey's really happy with the truck right now, and they're just going to have to sit here and watch and wait. But he feels really good about where they are.
All right, 40 laps led so far.
I always wonder what a crew chief feels like at this point of the race. Like, okay, our job's done. Strategy's done. Pit stops are done. Okay. Now,
driver,
at this point, you just become a race fan and you just watch. You watch and hope things turn out good.
Get a little drink. Get ready to go to battle here.
And as a driver, it's the complete opposite. It's like, all right, all the strategy's done. I'm in position. I got 25 laps to go. It's not going to be an easy battle to the win. It's going to be the longest 25 laps of the race.
Now remember, Corey Heim won this race in 2022. Last year he had an illness, missed this race. Jesse Love got behind the wheel. So it's been a minute since he's been here, but he picked right up where he left off.
Yeah, I think whoever can maybe get the advantage on this restart will be obviously in control of this race. I think this restart is going to be so critical. Here comes the Chiefs. Corey's going to grab the inside. Majeski's going to get the outside that he took early on when he had the lead.
Yeah, interesting. We haven't seen the leader take the bottom yet. This will be the first time we've seen that, so that'll be interesting. I think the push, it might be the most important thing about this is how good of a push can you get. And is Christian Eckes in that bottom row in third? Is he okay with pushing? Or is he going to say, no, I'm going to go 3 wide for the lead? This is an interesting call on the choose here. And I'm looking forward to see how that works, because you got teammates.
Exactly, teammates on the outside.
Now, assuming Ben Rhodes can shift well, right? We've got issues there. That might hurt the outside lane if he can't shift quickly.
Look at me, bitch. Look at me, bitch. Fuck you. Fuck you, bitch.
Point leader is doing.
Fuck you, bitch.
We see her. She's watching this restart. She knows it's important.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Green flag pit stops are in the rear view mirror. Everybody's got their tires, their fuel. Corey Heim and Ty Majeski ready to do battle on the front row with Ben Rhodes, Christian Eckes behind him. Nose to nose.
Green flag.
23 laps to go at the line. Great restart on the inside for Corey Heim. They're fanning out 3-4 wide behind him. It's a clean restart into turn 1.
Ooh, Corey Heim has him cleared.
Well, it's an interesting restart there because Eckes had the opportunity to go 3 wide to the bottom, chose not to do that.
Majeski closes that gap just a little bit into turn 3. Stuart Friesen back there. Nice battle with Nick Sanchez as he pokes to the inside, trying to pick up that 6th spot.
Friesen is there. He's to the inside of Sanchez. Lane Riggs now is going to jump to the outside. We haven't mentioned Lane's name, but Friesen gets loose. Lane Riggs now going to try to glue to the inside and take advantage.
Chase Purdy.
They still were three wide in there somewhere.
Holy guacamole.
Hold on to it, Andres. Getting a little sideways.
It's going to be tight on the exit here.
That's for 6th, 7th, 8th.
And all this happens because these super long straightaways is Chase Purdy getting that run. We talked about that draft when they're too wide as they battle for the lead.
Looked like Majeski must have made a dive down to the inside. He got up beside of Corey Heim, but Corey Heim was able to beat him up off the corner.
Ty's been trying to do this into turn 3. Doesn't gain any on Corey Heim.
Corey does a good job at holding that bottom. That's what's doing so good for him, helping him hold that lead.
As it crosses the line, we reached our Craftsman. 20 laps to go.
I tell you what I see there is Majeski can drive it into turn 1 so hard. And what he's going to try to do is trying to pack air on the 11. He's trying to take the air off the rear spoiler of his truck, which he's going to do right here. I think he might got physical too.
He did a lot more than take the air off that rear spoiler. He just about knocked the spoiler off that truck.
Full contact between the leaders. Heck of a battle up front.
I think you can hear the tire squeal on Corey Heim's truck.
That's not a comforting feeling at all.
But here comes Eckes. She talked about how strong Eckes might be. He's right up here with the front two.
Still.
A lot on the line here. The 11 truck disqualified after last week's race. They lost all those points, lost their position in the regular season points. Now he's trying to fight back. A 3-time winner looking to make it 4. Right behind him, Tyler Jesse trying to win for the first time this season. In the 88, Matt Crafton, his troubles just continue to get worse.
What a tough break for Crafton. So desperately needed a good run here. And probably had a pretty decent truck, but he's not going to get the finish.
You see Eckes kind of trying anything. He's moving up the racetrack. He's trying different things. And I really think if you put any of the top 5 trucks right now out front, that truck's going to probably win the race and look really, really good. It is just such a close field right now.
And that's why that restart was so critical. Who controls this race after the restart?
And that's why Majeski was willing to give the bull, right? He gave the bumper right off the bat because he thought, man, I get control of this. They're not getting back to me.
You see Eckes moving around. He was a little bit higher down there trying to get some air on the nose of that truck.
Christian Eckes has finished 2nd here 2 times, running in the 3rd spot.
Around that 2nd lane there at 3 and 4, trying to just find any kind of speed and grip he can get, trying to get that run down the front straightaway.
So impressive. Andres Perez making his debut, running 9th right now. Luke Fenhouse, another one of those drivers making his debut. He's at 10th right behind here, but we're going to have a nice, a fun time with a guy that's going to drive that 7 truck at Nashville, our next race.
Yeah, fun announcement made this week by Spire Motorsports. Our buddy, our colleague, Clint Boyer, jumping behind the wheel at Nashville. Of all places, you take Clint Boyer to Nashville. I think it's safe to say we're going to have a good time calling that one.
The party's going to start when we get to Nashville, for sure.
Hopefully the party happens after the race for Clint, not before.
I don't know, but after before, it might be faster. I don't know.
I don't think it's like golf, Jamie.
Boyer's a 3-time Truck Series winner. I know he's been out running.
Oh, guys, definitely faster. Sheldon Creed takes the lead.
That's got to be fun.
Holy shit.
Oh, gosh, yeah. Right now it's fun for Sanchez trying to figure out how to get around the 99 and Bend roads. He got a nose up beside him just a lap ago. There's Connor Mozak, the 45. Right now, Connor's being shown a lap down in the 22nd spot. But the 18 of Ankrum and the 71 of Raja Karuthi battling for position. There goes Sanchez side by side.
Trying to get it. They've been working on this between the 2 of them, and Nick Sanchez trying to take that 4th spot. They just keep swapping.
They haven't been working together.
No, they're working against each other.
Totally
but
working
they're
against each
together
other.
for our benefit.
Okay, that's right. That's right. Eckes now all over the back of Majeski in a battle for 2nd.
Turning up the wick.
Yeah, Majeski, he had that good fire-off speed. but not able to get that clean air in his truck. You got to think he was pushing really, really hard. Maybe he overheated his tires a little bit. And Eckes has done a good job of getting that top side figured out. He's doing it on both ends right now, and he's pulled up to him.
Well, as these two continue to battle, they're backing up to the leader. Corey Heim now extending that lead by a second.
Well, Eckes has got to make quick work right here. He's got a truck that I think can go up there and race with Corey Heim, but he's got to make quick work. He can't make this pass take too long. As they run side by side, they're going to cost speed. He needs to clear him here, which he goes for the big move.
Misses the corner. Up the track, Christian Eckes goes. Ty Majeski hangs on to it.
And that's how you lose a lot of time to the leader. He thought, man, I got to slide him here. I got to get clear and go, which I like that idea.
Just overcooked it just a little bit.
A little too much cooking. And now he's going to try again. So not only did it cost him speed because he blew the corner, he also has to get Majeski again, get to his side one way or another again and do it all over again.
And watch Majeski move up to take the line away, do a little air blocking.
Yep.
Thor Sport versus McAnally versus Rev Racing all in a row. Tricon Garage for Corey Heim out in front. Eckes trying anything. I like how he's moving around. You mentioned it. He's been working all the different lanes, trying to make up a little bit of ground. Does it work here? As he takes a peek to the inside of Ty Majeski. This is for second.
Just don't overcook it this time.
There you go. He's able
They
to
stay off each other. He does it. Christian Eckes into second.
It's going to actually cost Majeski third because Sanchez took advantage of Eckes moving Majeski way up the hill to grab that spot.
Yeah, he didn't give him a chance to fight him off the corner there. Which, you know, if you're Majeski, it's probably going to tick you off a little bit. You know, you're going to say, yeah, I didn't really appreciate that. But let's be honest, there's 10 laps to go. He's got a truck that can do it. He's just lost too much time. I don't know. I don't know. I'm pretty certain he is not going to be able to reel in that much in 9 laps. But you never know. You get that top going, you get some. You might have caution right here as well that can make the difference.
That's Lawless Allen. He is on the lead lap, running in the top 20. Connor Mozek, remember, he's 1 lap down now. He's the second truck 1 lap down. Brett Holmes is in a free pass position if the caution were to come out.
Remember, a little added benefit to winning this race. You're also going to pick up $50,000 from Craftsman for that triple truck challenge.
That lap, Christian Eckes is a couple tenths faster than Corey Heim. So he's definitely got the faster truck right now. He's got that high line working that no one else is doing. And Nick Sanchez is hanging with him. They're both fast and catching the leader.
Corey Heim did win the $50,000 here 2 years ago when he won this race.
Nice battle here. Lane Riggs in the 38 truck finished third a couple of weeks ago at North Wilkesboro. His best effort of the season. Remember, he's on those fresher tires. Lane Riggs last pitted on lap 133 versus 116 for Corey Heim, 122 for Christian Eckes.
Eckes another couple tenths quicker that lap. I maybe eat my words here. He may catch him.
Well, Christian Eckes has finished second the last 2 years here. He does not want to finish second again.
He will not be happy with finishing second. And he's going to have to hold off Nick Sanchez to do that. About even that line.
You see the trying to get loose down in the one there too, and Sanchez starting to push him a little bit as well, which is not going to help him catch the leader.
Some really good stories, good days for the guys in the top 10. Luke Fenhouse still running 10th. Andres Perez in 9th. It's got to be a nice shot in the arm for them, making their debut in the next level of racing for their career.
Chase Purdy grabbing that spot from Ben Rhodes. Chase now up to 6th. Good run for him.
Sanchez, he's got a truck right now, man. He's got one that can do some pretty special things. It's just not going to be an easy pass at 5 to go, especially with a truck that's got that top lane rolling. It's going to be really hard to kind of keep working that bottom, especially this late into a run, to try to make that pass.
And I think right now Eckes
5 to go. Heim has the lead.
Corey Heim, he's going to have to play a little defense on the 2 of Sanchez.
in front of the leader. There is a couple lap cars there in front of him, which, you know, this late in the race, usually they get out of the way, but you never know.
Joey, wasn't it after stage 1 that we said, you know, Corey Heim hasn't had a Corey Heim kind of day. He hasn't really been able to shine yet. He was back there like 9th or 10th.
It wasn't time yet.
It wasn't Heim time.
It wasn't Heim time, but I believe it has reached a quarter to Heim right now.
He has led the most laps today, 61 laps. I think he liked that challenge. Not that he cares.
Sedan Raphael is still in base.
He was hammered down after that first pit stop. Working his way around Thad Moffitt.
Just as you mentioned, the lap trucks are getting out of the way, doing a nice job recognizing that our leader's coming.
Well, for Corey Heim, Scott Zipadelli, that race team, what a comeback this will be for them. After Charlotte a week ago, the disappointment of having that penalty, the 3 loose lug nuts, losing all those points. Now they have to start that march forward. Remember, there's only 4 races remaining in the regular season. And then it's the championship. There's Scott Zipadelli, the genius on the box.
Maybe headed towards win number 4 of the year.
This dynamic pairing, Joey. You know, when you find that magic with the driver and a crew chief, you and Paul Wolf certainly have it, but these two have it.
Absolutely. When you get that connection and you understand each other as you know, driver and crew chief, they can talk it out, they can have the hard conversations, they can push each other. That's what makes a strong race team.
White
White
flag is in the
flag.
air for Corey Heim. 1 lap to go. These race fans, these race teams waited out a 2.5-hour delay for rain in and out. Finally got the track.
For Corey Heim, it's worth it.
Fired him up, and it's been a day for Corey Heim. Ty Majeski was strong early, leading 43 laps. Corey Heim leading now what will be his 65th lap. 1 corner to go. Corey Heim, 3 wins.
Corey Heim wins at
One
Gateway.
and he gets it done. Corey Heim wins it at St. Louis. And he also picks up that bonus cash, winning race number 2 of the Triple Truck Challenge.
Do you think Scott smiles, or is he grumpy all the time?
All of the adjustments overnight. Thank you for working hard for me there. Got this thing so much better. That's what the team's all about right there. We're going to be tough to beat. Proved it today. Put it all together. That's how you do it. Awesome job.
Corey was talking about all the changes that they made. I talked to Scott Zipadelli this morning. He said our truck was not a winning truck yesterday, so we had to make a bunch of changes. There's only a limited amount of changes that they will allow them to do because of an impound, and I think they changed about everything that they would change, and I believe it all worked.
He about hit the wall right there.
Yeah, he did.
For a second, I wrecked that thing. I think he scared himself. He stalled it. We'll get her back around. I'm sure we're not done burning it. There we go.
So Corey Heim burns it down after he wins at Gateway.
Start. 21-year-old Corey Heim burns it down. I love when the team is on the wall like that, Joey, and they can celebrate with you.
It is a lot of fun. Well, it's nothing like winning, really. It's really the one part I enjoy about racing, really, is we don't do this for fun at this level. It's about winning. And, you know, when you do that, you enjoy every second of it because it's so hard to do, and look at him nose it into the wall, hang out with the team.
You're the king of burnouts. What do you think of the show he just put on?
You know, we're kind of a little all over the place here. I think he's excited about winning, and I think it's all that matters.
And the team greets him.
I love when the pit crew and the team come out onto the racetrack and you celebrate together.
It's hot time for the 4th time this season. Gets the job done. Hugs all around. There's Scott Zipadelli. I think he had a half smile. There it is.
That's a big smile.
Look at him.
That's a big smile
Take a
right
picture
there.
quick. He's smiling.
True team effort. Love hearing that they weren't perfect. They had to make the adjustments. Well, it's been a fun day on pit road. Michael Waltrip is usually up here in the booth with us. He's been on pit road bringing us the stories, the interviews, and now, Michael, you get victory lane.
It is Heim time. Corey Heim heading to the fans. Going to grab that checkered flag. What a performance this team put together today. What a feeling this must be for Corey. Running down pit road, gives the flag to a fan. That is awesome. Corey Heim, what a day you had today. This team did a great job adjusting your truck, but those last laps, you were getting pressured, and you just put it all together. Great job, bud.
Total team effort today. We actually struggled a bit yesterday and worked overnight on it, and just have to say this pit crew has redeemed themselves. Last week felt like they could have won the race, and admittedly they made some mistakes, but they redeemed themselves today, and that's what it's all about. So total team effort on this 11 crew. So thankful for Truck on Garage Toyota Racing Safe Flight. That was awesome.
You know what I love? Right now you're thinking about the burnout in the team and how cool it is. You just won an extra $50,000 from Craftsman. How does that feel?
Trust me, I was thinking about it coming to the line too. It's just a great day. I mean, what a day. So thankful for everyone a part of this. Like I said, Truck on Toyota Racing Safe Flight, couldn't do it without them. Just on top of the world right now. We got such a great race team and such a long season ahead.
Yeah, congratulations. Hook by a watch.
We're gonna watch.
Alrighty, bitches. I'm gonna end this shit right here. I'll see y'all later, and peace out.